What's happening, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here with my Jewish Cato Lee Sayat for another fun-filled episode of the church. What is it?
New Testament.
New Testament, Tuesday, the 16th of the month. It's moving fast, people. So get on the boat. It's moving fast. We're down to 14 more Mondays till Christmas. And you're sitting there worried about,
Please tell me that's right.
That is right.
How do you know that?
Because there's a stupid tidbit that Yahoo put up about a month ago. So just doing the fucking math the last 3 weeks, I'm down to 14 Mondays. It's stupid. I would never say that. But when I read it, it simplified a lot of things in my life. You got 14 Mondays to get it together before the end of the year. Monday is the day you feed the spirits, you pray, you thank God for giving you another week to be the ultimate warrior. And we got 14 of those.
Do you still do the glass of water?
Every Monday. Every Monday.
That's how long have
I
you been
didn't
doing
do
that?
nothing today.
No?
Today I really just lived for the spirits today. I didn't do nothing.
How long have you done the glass of water?
Since I'm 3 years old.
Every Monday.
For my father. But I have a couple glasses. I have glasses for his grandmother, glasses for Vinny. I have glasses. So you put a glass for everybody who died. I'm running out of fucking glasses. Dead. I'm running out of fucking glasses, what I'm saying to you.
Oh.
I'm supposed to listen. Listen, you have no idea what the Cubans do. So on Mondays, Cubans are supposed to, no music, my family. I don't know what your family does. But for the spirits, there's no music early on in the daytime.
Okay.
You have to give them water. You have to clean the spirit. It's called something.
Altar?
Ancestor thing. That's what it's called. Like I have his mother's bottles on there. Anything somebody gave me. You know, somebody gave me a gun. I can't put that up there, but somebody gave me a statue of like a thing. I have his statue there. And you just put a little thing, man. I put a picture of his grandmother and a grandfather that I got from your aunt. And you just put them there. And I don't have a candle for all of them. I'll light the house on fire. Because that's what you're supposed to do. But then you're supposed to feed them.
Like actual food?
So whatever you cook, you have to put a little dish out for them. I know.
That's nice.
I know. Until you have a cat or a dog or fucking mice, okay?
Or you get really stoned and you want to, you've never eaten that food, have you?
And then you have spirits that don't get along.
Shut up.
So you got to feed them in different rooms.
Was it people who didn't get it along in like the while they were alive?
When you do the Santeria stuff,
right?
When you cut up the animals, there's saints that don't get along. So you got to put them in different rooms and do when you cut the goat or the fucking chicken or whatever, you have to put them in different rooms. There's one saint that likes to eat in the bathroom. So you got to feed them in the bathroom. So you got to go piss around them.
Is that your favorite saint?
I don't know. I don't remember anymore. But you have to put a candle on.
He likes to eat.
And I remember being like a kid and burning my foot on the candle.
Oh, no.
You got to go pee and walk around the fucking candle and the Cuban stew and you got fried bananas in there. As a kid, you don't know how many times you're like, man, I'm going to eat one of those bananas. But your mother scares the hell out of you. She's like, don't eat those because the spirit will punish you. They'll put cake out for the motherfucker, like if it's his favorite cake, and you're sitting there fucking, I can't eat it because fucking.
You're on a diet.
I'm on a diet, whatever. It's just, so that's what you're really supposed to do when you really get down to it.
That's fucking cool.
Mondays, you have an ancestor table. And you just put, like I put the two kids I grew up with in North Bergen that died because they were part of your life,
Fuck yeah.
And you ever see the movie Coco?
Oh, of course.
It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Oh, yeah. But you gotten pissed because my ex didn't like that movie. And she was Mexican.
Like, how can you not like that movie? It's a fucking great kids movie. Like, listen, they paid me to go see it.
I know.
So I didn't give a fuck. I went in there like, ching, ching. But I was like, this is a fucking tremendous movie. Because all it says is whenever you put a picture up of somebody that's dead, you pull them out of that. You keep them alive in heaven. Mm-hmm. And then what's the plot of the movie? He has to pull his grandfather back from heaven.
So I don't remember how he got there, but it was like his grandfather was being forgotten.
Hold on one second. I know people at home are going, Joey, that's it. We've had it with you. Coco, how old are you? You're an old man. You watch Coco. I got a daughter. And sometimes those kid movies, dog, let me tell you something. All those Pixar, the other day I went to somebody's house to eat dinner, and the little girl was watching the guy with a skinny with the big head. And,
I feel like that's all of them.
Yeah, one of those.
Was it Shrek?
No, the other one. And I sat there and I was giggling.
Oh, I have a good time. Even with edibles is great.
And then I realized when you're a kid, you want your people to watch TV with you. You're like, Mama, come here, watch this. She's like, I'm busy cooking, you know. So I didn't know. I just went over there and sat with her and her sister.
Right.
And my wife. My wife was in there. But she got so excited because I sat in there. Like me and my wife sat there. Like she would look at me and go, watch this part.
The whole time.
The Minions.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The Minions. Fucking
Those are
great.
funny. Those are good ones.
And they play, you know, they're geniuses because they play music for us.
Uh-huh.
They put music that we grew up with. So at least you're not sitting there like a fucking idiot in the movie theater. Like, there ain't nothing here for me. All of a sudden, you know, they put like Justin Timberlake. You get a little wiggle to you, niggle. You know what I'm saying?
It's great. I love getting high. And you were so, because you got to bring Mercy to like the premiere of that.
Coco.
And she was
because
really
they had
young.
nobody named Coco.
Right.
So that was the deal. For the people who don't know, let me tell you what happened. I got a call like Monday at 3. They're like, hey, man, are you busy tonight? And I always say, no, yeah. Because I don't know what they're going to hit me with. So I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, man. Disney's willing to give you like $1,500 to go see Coco because the tennis player dropped out. Coco Golf dropped out. And then there was another Coco. And like, you know, and we'll send a car.
Oh, shit.
I was like, okay. And I'm like, I got to go to Disney World anyway. I might as well work them when I'm down there for some Disney shit.
Fuck.
So, yeah, they sent the car and everything. Mercy was all excited and shit. We went down there, and the movie was sensational. And then the guy gave me some loot, and then the guy came over to me and I go, listen, I got to get to Disneyland, and I want that package where you get the tour. I'm not waiting on lines. You got to do the fucking Under the Cape tour. That's the only way to do that. I don't even want to go Under the Cape. That's Mariah Carey and James Bond and those people. I just don't want to wait online.
Right.
That's it. And the guy goes, done. So
isn't that the time that you tried to eat edibles and they almost threw you out though?
Yeah.
They followed you to the hotel.
they follow me to the
Disney
hotel,
doesn't fuck
man.
around.
No, the girl just, you know, listen, man, there's people that take their job just a little too seriously.
Oh, yeah.
They were giving her maybe $8 an hour to be like a part-time security. No weapon, no flashlight, no whistle.
I was going to say.
And, dog, she watched me from, I don't know why. She just looked like, what's that in your hand? A key. You know?
Yeah.
And then she's like, what? No, I got an edible. And she goes, well, you have to put that back in your room. I go, all right. So I just went, my room was right there. I went around, ate half of it and threw it in the garbage. I went back. She goes, you didn't go up to your room. I said, are you serious? And she goes, yeah, I'm not going to let you in. I go, hold on. I had like 8 people with me. I go, get your boss for a second. I go, listen, just give me my money back. We don't need this aggravation. Then somebody came from Disney. No, it's all right. And I'm happy. To this day, I love that woman because she saved my life.
Why?
Because if I would have ate a whole edible, I wouldn't be here right now. That was one of the scariest fucking days of my life.
I can't, honestly, like Disney's fun on edibles, but if it was hot and you're walking around for like 12 hours.
It wasn't hot. And you know me, I ain't walking nowhere for 12 hours. It was the rides.
Really?
Yeah, I got on a ride. I'm like, all right. And all of a sudden the ride took you around, but you had to go over a lake. I didn't know that. I'm in that motherfucker like, yeah. And all of a sudden I look over. I'm like, oh, I'm over a fucking lake.
And you got scared?
Petrified. I thought I was going to puke. I just kept going around and around in circles. I got off. I go, I'm done with rides. Then I went into that fucking happy ride. It's a great world after all. You ever go on that?
It's a small world? Yeah.
You ever go on that?
Of course.
You sit there and it takes you around the world. But they throw sand in your face when you get to India and shit. Fucking, I'll never forget sitting there going, thank God I didn't eat a whole edible. Because you go to India, you go to all these countries sitting there.
Right.
And your feet are only this far off the thing. But you feel like you're really
Yeah.
up in the sky and with an edible.
You don't like that? That's so. Have you ever freaked out on an edible in public? Like I know you did. I know you've been on planes, but like have you had like a legit freak out?
No. I had a freak out on coke at a party here in Jersey one time. I just started yelling at everybody, what the fuck are you motherfuckers looking at? I'm bleeding from my nose, you know. What are you looking at? You're bleeding. You're disgusting.
Really?
You're a fucking junkie. What are you doing? It was a Christmas party. It was somebody's Christmas party from North Bergen. And I was fucked up.
What does it feel like when you're fucked up on coke? You're just like out too much energy?
It was
or
like a week of doing coke.
Okay.
It was like 3 nights, then I took a night off, then 3 more nights, then the holidays came. And you would go from the 21st to the 2nd.
Jesus.
It was like one of those parties on the 28th. And I went off at this party. I'll tell you there was a North Bergen guy that was going to beat me up.
Okay.
Because I was just calling everybody a fuck and all this shit, and I'm bleeding from my nose, and I'm walking around with a bottle. I'm like Scarface. I was like
Holy
Scarface
shit.
in the restaurant. That's what like a week later, I was like, I got to give this shit a break.
Really?
Yeah, it causes like a schizophrenia after fucking.
Well, if you're not, because you're not sleeping
You're
for
not
those 3
sleeping.
days. Fuck.
You're not sleeping, so you're just snorting and you're eating minimal stuff. You got no money to eat, but you got a lot of money to do coke. That's the problem. I never understood that. I didn't have a hotel, but I'm snorting coke till 8 in the morning. I never understood that, but that's when it was like a schizophrenia. I caught myself. Like after yelling at people for 3 minutes, I'm like,
sorry.
Holy shit. I'm standing there, bleeding from my nose, with blood all over my shirt, with a bottle of Jack Daniels in my hand, yelling at a party full of 30 people. And that's it. I was out of North Bergen a week later.
I was going to say, that's hard to get, like.
I was so fucking embarrassed. So fucking embarrassed, man.
Well, how long did it take to, like, did you have to, like, be sober to be embarrassed? Like, did you have to come down from it, or, like, immediately? You were like,
I didn't give a fuck that night.
No?
I was still yelling in the car and shit. Your uncle drove me home with Vivian. I'll never forget that. And we didn't say a word in the car. Not a word. I think your uncle, he mad with me at that point. It was like a 3-month stretch that we were going crazy.
I can't. I have nothing to, like, compare it to, like, because you don't plan to go on a bender like that, right? It just sort of happens.
You don't plan to do anything. You just, it was the holidays, and it was. I was young. I didn't really know. Nobody really knew, and it was like a week long, 10 days of just pounding it, And now with the Christmas shit, I had no family, so now it's the 28th. God knows what's going through my mind. God knows. But hold on, let's start this thing properly.
Okay.
We'll be right back after Blue Chew. Hey, Uncle Joey here. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. I want to talk to you about something. It's time to give that third leg a workout with Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. You can have stronger, harder, longer lasting erections like that in no time. Listen, that Blue Chew package is a little mint now. It's just a little mint. You can put that in your wallet. You see somebody lurking late night, you know what I'm saying? She's looking good, or he's looking good. You pop that thing and you're ready to go. Blue Chew even comes in a little mint form. Like I said, it's tremendous. So it does double duty to freshen your breath before the big ba-boom. You follow me? You hit them with a shot of mint breath, and then you do what you got to do. So you buy a couple to keep around, or subscribe to keep the good times coming on a consistent basis. Why stop? If it works for you, bigger erections, harder dick, more people calling you, it's doing its job. And we got a special deal for church listeners. As always, you're going to get your first month of Blue Chew absolutely free. That's right. Absolutely free. Just press in code Joey, Joey at checkout, and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. $5 to open up the door to a beautiful new life. Just can you see yourself floating through dreams with that third stick just hitting trees, knocking over your grandma's flowers, Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. How's that? Kick this motherfucking muley. We're back. All right. How was your week?
I had a really good week, actually. I've had a couple of really good weeks. I did a couple midnight shows last week, which are really fucking
dark.
I did one at a
Different.
club and one at a bar, And at the bar, because you didn't get mad at me like earlier this week, but I did a late show, and I did okay, but I was trying to do too much material. So then I went into this midnight show, and like it didn't even start till like 12:30. People basically were just stumbling in like hammered.
Hammered.
And I think I had like an 8-minute set, and for like 6 I had them, and like the last 2 because you just were like, you didn't get mad at me, but like, don't do material for midnight shows.
Ah.
So I just went off the cuff a little bit, but that was really fun. And then actually tonight, what I'm super excited about is I'm actually going to see Adam Sandler tonight, and I'm fucking
Where at?
the stadium, the like basketball place in Albany. Because last night he was in New York, but I couldn't go on Monday night, so he's in Albany, and it's like, I don't know, man. With all these people, like just getting older, and Adam's not old, but I've been in love with him since I was in middle school. Like Adam Sandler, like Happy Gilmore, for me when I was growing up in like the 90s, Happy Gilmore, I still remember it was Jonathan Nichols' house, and I think he had the VHS, I forget where we watched it, but it blew my mind. And I didn't even really know him. Like the Hanukkah song came later. But like I was like, I want to see. And then he came back a couple years, like that Netflix special where he had that Chris Farley song at the end.
It was fucking great.
Amazing.
That Netflix special I thought was phenomenal. Listen, I didn't know how to feel about Adam Sandler.
Before you met him or after?
Oh, I'll never forget. I had to watch one of those movies, and I'm like, this ain't gonna work for me.
I can see that.
And then here's the funny thing: the guy that's directing Take a Banana for a Ride,
Jeff Ross.
Jeff Ross has a great one-man show, and that I want to go see.
Yeah, me too.
The guy that's directing that, his name is Steve Kessler.
Okay.
Steve Kessler is nephew to my main man, Mike Kessler.
Oh, I thought the name sounded
familiar. When I was getting into comedy, he'd always tell me about his nephew, NYU. And then I didn't hear about his nephew no more. Like, what happened to his nephew? And I'll tell you what happened. His first directing job was Happy Gilmore.
Fuck.
And after 3 weeks, he went into the studio and said, I can't do this no more. I don't think the kid is funny.
Had him?
And they fired him.
Yeah, I can see that.
That motherfucker didn't work for years. How can you get, because he told the truth. Listen.
I was going to say props to him for being honest.
When I first watched Adam Sandler, I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea what was going on. I watched the one with the kid.
Billy Madison?
One of them. I watched the kid.
See, like that, I think he was probably for people my age. Like like those movies, and now his movies are like getting older, but that movie, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, there was another one. Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Those three, dude, they still like, those are the movies I like. If they're on, I have to turn them on. They just, he's just silly. Like that, it was just like the height of like just being silly. And I honestly don't even know much of his stand up, or I have no idea what he's going to be doing on tour. But it's like, it just, I don't know. That to me is, I don't know what to even compare him to for you. Like,
well,
if there was
I didn't know who the fuck he was.
Right.
And then I wouldn't even watch that shit. I wouldn't even watch that shit. I'm not a big Saturday Night Live guy.
Right.
So Chris Farley and all that, he was whatever he was, and that wasn't for me. So I just got a call one day that he was directing The Longest Yard, and I'm like, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a whirl, and I did everything I had to do. And when I met him for lunch, he surprised the shit out of me. But not really. It was in a professional environment. It was when I met him for the table read that I was like, oh, I got to pay attention to this motherfucker. Because he wasn't your normal actor. He wasn't acting like an actor.
Right.
And then we did the movie, and I really got to like him. Like, I watched his scenes. I didn't think he was overly hilarious.
Right.
But I got his comedy, and I got his warmth, which is really good. And like during the movie, I started watching, like, one of my favorite movies is 50 First Dates.
Oh, yeah. That's a great fucking movie.
Fucking great movie. So, but when I watched his Netflix special, I got to tell you something. I was blown away. And till this day, I thought it was the best special of the year. By hands down. Like,
it was a few years ago, right?
Man, it's variety stand-up. He comes out with a guitar. He does sketches. He brings his friends up. He does stand-up. It's a party. He knows how to do it. He's a fucking genius.
And that was like that one where he shot it the entire tour, right? Like that was, I think so, like because he had the other guy playing the piano for him.
Somebody.
That was a great
It's
special.
a great fucking special.
Something different. And it's
Remember I've always told you? What have I been telling you for years? Something has to change. I hate going to shows with 3 comedians and an hour. And something's got to change. He changed it. He changed what I thought you could change. He changed it. Like he just said, this is what I'm going to do. I don't like guitar comedy.
right.
I do not like it. I don't, it's for a certain person. It's for a certain person. Right. They have to want to be in a band. And like that shit drives me fucking insane.
Okay.
Okay. You always think about the people that are hard to follow.
Right.
And you always think about, I'm going to have a hard time following Eddie Murphy. I'm going to have a hard time following Rogan. I'm going to have a hard time following Bill Burr. No.
Who do you have a hard time
Once you go
following?
up there and you stature, I used to have to follow this fucking guy. and not only that, like this is a different time. I had a different fucking head. And I would have to follow this guy that didn't have a joke throughout his whole act. Nicest guy in the world. But then he went in the back. And this is 2000. This is 98. This motherfucker would put a Tina Turner outfit
The whole thing?
and sing like a couple Tina Turner songs. Listen, nobody could follow this dude.
Were they laughing after or they're just going fucking nuts?
A fucking standing ovation, people dying in the halls, holding on to their hearts. And like, I work every night at the fucking comedy store, and I can't get them to laugh one time. This motherfucker puts on a wig, goes out there as Tina Turner, and look at these poor white people. They're all over the floor. They're having a heart attack, giving them a standing ovation. I couldn't figure it out. I could not figure it out.
Right.
And those are the toughest people, if done correctly, that you're going to ever follow. Because it's not a joke they're following. They just did like a music parody.
Right.
I was at the Comedy Store one night, and James Stevens III went up. And they fucking hated him. Everybody hated James Stevens III. Nice guy.
The audience or the other comics?
The comics hated him. They called him James Stevens III to his face. James Stevens was a black dude. You guys might remember he played the piano on the Stephanie Miller show at night. There was a show after Kimmel or I don't know. This is 95, 96. So me and Josh opened from Seattle. He's from Seattle.
Okay.
So I got to meet him and talk to him. Very nice guy. I got to LA and he would sing. He would fucking go up there, crack a couple jokes, and he was good looking. Then to boot, he would sing like fucking the black singer from New Jack City. At the end, before they get shot, he's like, I'm not Mary J. Blige. That's a woman. Whatever his fucking
Marvin
name is.
Gaye?
No,
No, I don't know.
Marvin Gaye was dead by then. This guy's up there fucking, I want to be, but those black singers, women, just chubby black chicks go crazy. So fucking,
Specifically.
that's who would go crazy, is all the
Okay.
chubby white chicks and black chicks when Steven would sing. But one night I saw him at the Improv with a little organ. He fucking flatlined the place. I left there banging my head on the fucking wall. I gotta go get an organ now. What the fuck? But one night he was at the Comedy Store, it was like 40 people, and he leveled it. Leveled those 40 people. It had to be 11:30 at night. I'll never forget, Eddie Griffin went up after him. Eddie went right after him. He's like, let's keep it going for James Stevens III,
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden he goes, because this is what I'm saying to you. There's some people that flies with, and there's some people that don't fly with. It don't fly with me. But when he said this on stage, I'm like, thank God. He goes, I don't know that motherfucker. Now, he didn't say motherfucker. He said a different word, a derogatory word used for black people. He said,
Use your imagination.
he said, this motherfucker didn't read the sign out there. This is the goddamn Comedy Store, not the singing store. I'll never fucking forget that.
And was this at like the height of like Eddie Griffin being a star?
This was like the height of it, yeah.
So, like,
before he crashed the car.
Oh. I can't even imagine.
Bro, nobody will talk to Eddie now.
Why?
Because he crashed that car. It was worth like $300,000.
Why do they care?
I don't fucking know, but nobody else gave him work after that.
Oh.
They couldn't put him behind a fucking wheel of a car. I think, what's his name?
I don't know the story
chick
of
with
him
the big
crashing
nose
a
that
car.
sings. Her father lives in North Bergen. Lady Gaga fucking put him in that movie with The Star Is Born. Blinking and shit, him and Dave Chappelle. But before that, nobody had seen Eddie Griffin since White Chicks or something like that.
Oh, my
Because he
God.
crashed those cars.
What cars did he crash?
I don't know. He was on the set of a movie, maybe Too Fast, Too Furious, and he fucking and he blew up some cars, a 400,000 Maserati or something.
Oh, that'd be fucking cool to see. But I can't imagine killing on stage at the store and then a star. It'd be like me going up doing well and you going on stage and like not in like a lighthearted way, like bad mouthing me. Like that would kill me.
$1.2 million Ferrari.
Would you work again? What was the set he was on? What was the movie he was on? A $1.2 million car. Yeah,
I gotta be honest, that must be pretty fucking cool.
I get my fucking.
Red Line, 2007. What's it called?
1.2 million. Do you think they charge him for that?
I don't know. I think that when you crash a 1.2 million car, they pretty much just look at you and tell you to go home. They don't even want to.
What about the movie?
They don't even want to look at your face. Like you just crashed a $1.7 million car.
Rarely got work after this scene. They don't insure it. They don't insure it. Rarely got.
They don't. You don't think they insure it for what it was? I thought they were gonna make money off of it. No.
This is a guy that sold his own script. He wrote a bunch of scripts that he sold. I know for a fact he sold Daddy's, Grandma's Boy, or Mama's Boy, or whatever. He sold that. That was his script because he was trying to get me in that movie. You know, he was a good guy to me, whatever. I'm not saying nothing bad.
Right.
I'm just letting you know that for some people, that shit don't fly.
Dude, I've messed up at work, but 1.2 million, that's hard for people to come back from.
That's very rough.
But I did, and I won't name the guy, but that kind of happened to me at the Comedy Store. I got to do it like I was, by no means, it was like a produced show, but I was going up, and this guy that I've loved since I was a kid, like one of the first comics I liked, was going up before me, and I had done well at the store previously, and he brought me up. He goes, there are some comics who, when they go up, all the comics run in to watch them. This is not one of them. Lee Syatt. And I was like a year or two into stand-up, and like it was the last time I was at the main room, I got like an applause break. I came in thinking I was like hot shit the next time. He brought me up with that, and then no applause break. I'll never forget that. So I can't imagine having Eddie Griffin go off on him for probably like what, 10 minutes?
It's funny, like when I got to the store, there was one guy that wanted drama with me. And every once in a while, he would bring me up and say something, and I would get him outside and go, pretty fucking funny. And he was doing it for all the wrong reasons. Like, he had no idea that I would fucking bury him. Number one, he was a fake biker, which
Jesus.
I really don't like as it is. Because I had a fake biker when I kidnapped Bella. I had the same thing. It was a fake biker. He had no biker blood in him whatsoever. And this guy had no biker blood in him. He had just rode a motorcycle one time and thought it was cool to be a and all that shit.
Had a leather jacket.
And I'll forget that I said something to him once. Like the last time he said something, when he brought me up, I said something to him. No, when I went up, I goofed on him. I said exactly that. Let's keep it going for the fake fucking biker.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Because if you want static, I'm going to have to give it to you. At the store, it's like prison. The first time they smell weakness, they're going to fucking steamroll you.
The other comics.
The other comic. I would. You know, that's the way life is. They're going to steamroll you. So that's the way I looked at it. You can't take no shit from these motherfuckers, especially up here, no matter who the fuck they are. And the bigger they are, the bigger you go at them, and everybody will remember. It's one of those situations when you're choking them and you come out of you. What was I doing? Just like that fucking cocaine scene.
Okay.
While you're choking them, they're like, you don't know who I am. I don't give a fuck. And then they realize you don't give a fuck. And it's good to do that. So I said something on stage like this fucking guy. And when I got off, he was outside, and I just told him, if you want a fucking problem, I'll give it to you. Whatever the fuck you want to do. So I knew he wasn't real.
Right.
And then I did something that I thought I'd never do. He came up one day, and he was selling Girl Scout cookies for his daughter. And I had a chance to either rob him, like that's what I was thinking of doing, like stepping on him, like crushing all the cookies. Like that's how fucking crazy I am, okay? Like just knocking the cookies out of his hand.
He had the whole table set up and you were going to just
I
like
was gonna
Godzilla
break
or
the
like King
fucking
Kong
table,
them.
and nobody was going to say a fucking word to me. That's how, like, I just said, I was at the store. Mitzi Shore wasn't going to throw me out, and Mitzi Shore liked when I went at a motherfucker. So this would be perfect. He did what? He stepped on your cookies? She would have loved that shit. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take the high road. And I bought 3 boxes from him, even though it was my cocaine money. And I remember him looking at me. And that's when I knew I fucking had him. I owned him.
Right.
I could eat him alive after that. And then he stopped getting spots. And I started rising in the ranks. And I had to hit him a Facebook message one day to remind him of who the fuck he was messing with.
Oh, I love that.
And after that, he blocked me.
Did he respond to the
Just
message?
a little reminder who the fuck he was messing with all those years. Because he ended up with nothing. He ended up in San Diego sweeping at my, you know what I'm saying? At 50, he was done. He was done. His career was fucking done. And I was just getting started. So I had to send him a little note to remind him.
What did you say in the note?
Haven't seen you up here in a while. I guess my jokes were a lot better than yours, motherfucker.
Oh my God. How good did that feel to hit send?
Like a new man.
Oh my God.
In fact, today I sent my arresting officer in Boulder. He hasn't been posting lately. And I saw he posted today about my, for police con. And I go, hey, what's going on? You going to talk about the kidnapping? He won't reply to me. Whenever I see it's his birthday, I write him a big birthday note, like, birthdays on Facebook. Jimmy, how you doing? Happy birthday. You're still a handsome motherfucker. John Bonet all the way, fucking.
Dude,
Because he was in charge of the John Bonet Ramsey case.
but hold on.
What?
You friended the cop who arrested you?
I had to.
What do you mean you had to?
I had to. The other guy won't even respond to me. He hated me more than life itself.
The other cop?
Oh, there was one cop. He even showed up at one of my divorce hearings. He even showed up when I smacked John. He showed up to testify against me. They were all looking at him and shit.
In the case that he wasn't involved
Even
in, he
involved.
just
And on
hated
the way
you?
out, I'm saying horrible things to John and my ex-wife. And he kept saying, put a lid on it, sir. And I'm like, fuck you. Last I checked, this is amendment number 1, 2, 3, 4.
So hold and you send the cop who liked you enough to accept the friend request but doesn't want to respond to your messages. What? Why do you torture? Well, you just find these people.
You know what, man? You arrested me, so now I gotta let you know I'm all right. And I'm doing just as good or better than you, bitch. So, so how you like me now, motherfucker? You didn't make a mistake. You arrested a criminal. But some of the shit you said in court, you were wrong. And here I am to prove you wrong. That motherfucker has never said to me, hey, man, congratulations. Thank you for doing what you did. Thank you for turning your life around. Nothing. He couldn't say a word. The other guy, listen, I did Comedy Works one time, and a junior cop worked with me, a guy that worked for Boulder Police. And I told him, I said, you work with that guy? And he's like, yeah. I go, you going to see him tomorrow? He goes, yeah. I go, ask him about me. The next day, the kid came in to feature for me. It's like a bunch of comedy acts going in front of you at the Comedy Works.
Right.
I said, what did he say? He was like, you don't want to know. And the kid was standoffish from me the rest of the weekend. And then the next time I came, asked about him. I go, he didn't call for spots. They're like, no, not this week. He calls every other week. That cop scared him off me. But he believed him. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like whatever the cop said to him, they don't, like if you came to me and said you did something 30 years ago, and I'm watching you now, the life that you live now, I'd eat my words. I'd say something to you. Hey man, congratulations on what you did. I didn't fucking like who the fuck you were, but I still don't like you. I still don't like you, but I got to congratulate you on what you did.
Right.
The odds of you turning this around were one thing. The odds of you being in a fucking movie, that's another. The odds of you being in more movies, that was something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that. I'm big enough to say that to somebody. I fucked up with my judgment 20 years ago because I was a fucking idiot. So now if you come to me when you're 35 and you say to me, you went to prison and you came out and I see that you're working, you got a wife, you're not doing blow, I got to give you a nod.
Because that's what you'd hope police officers, because in theory they're like, and a lot of them are there to like protect you and also like to reform you. That should be the goal of prison. But I think a lot of these, who knows, maybe they hold grudges. Like, do you think that's
So
common?
do I. That's why Facebook.
Oh, I love it. That's amazing.
So do I. So do fucking I.
How often do you like send them articles like with your variety things or anything? Nothing. How often?
I don't need to do that. Just that I'm on the other side of that Facebook fucking thing with them. Mm-hmm. Just that because they predicted I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying there?
Who else do you have on like the fuck you message list?
I got about 200 people.
Hysterical.
How
How do you keep track of all these things?
How you doing lately? What's going on? How you like me now? Those are the best when you hit them with how you like me now.
And then do you go back and forth with them, or if they respond, you don't even talk to them?
If I tell you something that's even creepier, for all the shit they talked,
Right.
they don't respond to me.
That's fucked up. Out of 200, how many do you think respond?
3.
Damn.
I remember when I first started like going on Rogan, I had kids from North Bergen hit me with hate. And I would fucking tell them, fuck you. And there was like a Spanish kid that went after me on Twitter. Like, my father said, you robbed the sneakers and all this. You're still a piece of shit. And I go, your father still works for MWA. And I'm in fucking LA getting my dick sucked and my balls licked. And he goes, how do you know my father works for MWA? Because you're a fucking idiot for even being on here. And the apple don't fall far from the fucking tree. For you to even relay that message on a Twitter that your dad said that, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. And you haven't done that in a while. You used to like go back and forth with people on Twitter sometimes.
I had to.
Old school Twitter was fun.
Old school Twitter was fun, but then you have to think about, like, why the fuck? Like, listen, man, you wake up in the morning, you get a cup of coffee, you think about your day, you kiss your family, you pet the cat, you fucking feed them, whatever the fuck. You open up your computer and there's some guy like going after you at 7:30 in the morning. A lot of people don't know how to handle that. And the first thing you do where we're from, we're like, hey, motherfucker, you got a fucking problem? And then all of them were the same. They all fold.
Right.
It's just people trying to get a rise out of you. And some guy today on Twitter, hey, man, you got to start feeding Lee. Have you seen Lee eat lately, motherfucker? Obviously, like, you got to start feeding Lee. Like,
I think I've eaten enough.
that's why I don't understand. That's why I was telling you, you can't read the comments.
Never.
You can't look at. It's a retardation that is so bad because it makes you think. When you do that, you'll get 8 great comments and then one that is so incorrect, dumb, that you have to, you have to ask what made that person say that.
Right, but
Like, what's going on in his life that he's such a fucking loser? Because at the end of the day, he knows he's a loser. This is why he's saying these things. I'm 62 years old. I have never fucking gone on something and said, I really don't like what you're doing. I think you're against the policy of whatever.
that would be nice though.
No.
A lot of no. Compared to all the angry messages, I don't like you. You're against my policy. That would be something people tell me to blow my brains out.
Oh, yeah. Dog, they'll say shit like that for, oh, my God, the vacation thing about the vacation. I had people so angry about that. People took it to the heart. The Epstein stuff I talk about, oh, my God. And that's how I know we're doing a good job on the podcast.
Right.
When you get that upset over a fat 62-year-old talking about your vacation and who earns a vacation. You're not thinking about what I'm saying. And if you read the comments and if you saw the way they attacked me for it, you could see that they weren't even standing what I was saying.
Right.
You never worked a day in your life. You're flying on the road with Rogan. Okay. I never worked a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't understand.
Right. But I think the difference with you is like most people, I think, ignore it. Some people like go back and forth in like a stupid battle. You were fun because you would just like obliterate them with like 6 words. And they'd go crazy and they'd stop responding.
I could leave, come back 8 hours later, and the guy's still figuring out. And I would go, oh my God, poor bastard. That's when you know he had nothing to do all day.
Right.
Uncle Joey here, as you guys know already. Football is back, and so is a shot at you guys to win big with DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. That's right. You can score real money real fast. And here's how to play. Ready? You pick more or less on 2 or more players' stats, whoever you like, then watch the game to see if you're right. The better your calls, the bigger your payout. You catch me? So do yourself a favor. And here's the kickoff bonus. Now, new people to DraftKings, new customers, I'm going to get you $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. You ready? This season, play your player instincts. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app and use code JOEY, Joey. Again, that's code JOEY, Joey. Just play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call, ride the upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick 6, DraftKings, where the crown is yours. Ha!
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
He's sitting there. He's watching CNN or whatever fuck they watch all day long, and they watch that. The fucking Democrats are ruining the world, and they just go off from that. Speaking of which, listen, here's a podcast with comedians. We discuss what happens in the world. That's what a comedian does. I don't like to get involved in this type of, because then people label me a fucking political whatever. I'm not political. I'm a felon. So before I even go into this thing with you people, just remember one thing. This is coming from a felon standpoint. Last week, something happened in this country that was not good. Now, if you want me to sit here and tell you I knew who Charlie Kirk was, I'll tell you. I had no idea who this man was. I had no idea who this man was. Did I ever see him before? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. That's my downfall as a human being living in this country. That I tell you people, I black myself out from that, and I do. And I feel very bad for his family, his wife. He left kids behind. I don't know what he stood on in this country. I don't know what platform. I just keep learning little things. He's on a plane with J.D. Vance, so obviously he's a Republican. He's a young kid, whatever. What I do know is I saw a chick from my neighborhood that's crazy. She drinks and she sings karaoke by herself.
I can't wait to see how you connect.
And she's got like a little 11-year-old boy. And I opened up my Instagram and she was on there crying, like tearing, crying. And I remember when it went down, my wife said something to me. I didn't know who I was talking about. And then you try to put the TV on. They're saying the guy's bleeding from his neck in fucking Utah and all this stuff. Again, listen, my heart goes out to his family, his kids. Obviously, the guy was a great guy because fucking people were upset, Jack. I've seen people die in this country and it lasts 1 or 2 days till there's a balloon or Cracker Barrel changes his name again, then it goes away. It's fucking Monday. I wanted to pay the bill before for something. It's still on TV, and there's still people crying. So this guy was doing something good. God bless him. But I got to tell you something. I'm not talking about this for political or whether he was right or wrong. Something, when my wife told me, I was downstairs writing or something, and I go, the first words out of my mouth, honestly, guys, was, the world's changing. And it's changing at a rapid fucking, it's just changing, guys. You know, I mean, I know they're in Memphis now, right? The National Guard.
Oh, yeah, they're going there too?
You know?
Yeah.
Why they weren't there the last 10 fucking years? I don't know, you know, because that's what you got to do in these towns now. Chicago, or, you know, I mean, you have how many murders every weekend? North Bergen, New Jersey. I grew up here, fucking 2 murders last weekend, 1 murder, 2 shot in Middle New Jersey. That's never been a great neighborhood, but nobody's ever been shot in it, okay? That's the project. That's never been, people jump shoot heroin, you know, they work at the MUA, whatever. But they fucking, nobody gets shot. Times are changing in this country, you know, and you have to make a note of this.
Well,
You have to make a note of this shit before you want to go do things from now on. Like, it was an issue years ago, but we can't stop living our lives. I'm not going to get on a plane because a terrorist is going to get on there. I'm not going to not go.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to go to a fucking Giant or Jet game anyway. But I'm not going to go to a Jet game. I'll never go to a Jet game. I'm not going to go to one of those, not going to go to one of those games because I'm going to get shot.
right.
You know, like right now, you have to think of anybody who has a platform. Anybody's got a platform. You could be at the fucking, they could be the New York Comedy Festival. You're at Washington Square Park doing the comedy festival and you get shot in the head. And you get shot in the head. I mean, you know, I know that, and again, this isn't a political podcast. What I'm trying to talk about is some guy got shot, man, for no fucking reason.
I think what's happening, because I was in like I think it was in 5th grade when Columbine happened. And it like slowly started to happen. But now the sad thing is these things are happening once a month at a minimum. Like, I gotta be honest with you, I was watching the news on this and they were talking about when Trump got those 2 attempts. And to be very honest with you, I forgot about the second attempt. I remember the ear, but there was a whole, these happen so fucking often that you forget
I don't give a
about
fuck
them.
about Trump getting shot.
No, but I'm just saying these
What
things
I'm
happen
talking
all
to
the
you about
goddamn
is-
time.
This is not a fucking tier Trump type of guy.
No,
This is a lower end type of guy.
I don't know.
You
This
know,
guy,
and-
he was on that level. Apparently, he was like the next, like a star. Like that's why these people.
If I wanted to mention Trump, I would have mentioned Trump. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to keep Trump out of this conversation.
But it's not okay.
The fucking guy died. He got shot in an afternoon in Utah, of all places. I could see if it was northern New Jersey. I could see if it was Buffalo, New York. I could see if it was fucking L.A. The guy with the flag shot him and shit. But fucking Utah, you know? And it's a different world, ladies and gentlemen. And
On a college campus.
on a college campus, you know, I don't know any details of the shooting. You know, again, I don't know much about what's going on. I know they captured somebody, they caught somebody. He's not,
His dad turned him in.
yeah, he's not cooperating with authorities. You know, people are getting, I'm going to have to talk to my wife, seriously. I'm getting Mercy off the computer, guys.
In what way?
I'm getting no time. Limits. There's got to be limits. There's got to be limits because they said that he got, what's that word? Remember when we used to go to the 7-Eleven and the crazy
On
one?
Chandler?
On Chandler.
With the music?
Yeah, what you get rationalized when you went and shopped there?
Radicalized.
Yeah, all you had to do is go in there. You could be the nicest white guy. Go into 7-Eleven on Chandler. There was so many ISIS in there, and the music they played, the flute, everything. You come out of there like, fuck America. And then one day, remember they shot the owner's wife?
They got stabbed. 2 people got
Look,
stabbed
I'm not
and
kidding
murdered.
you. I knew that fucking.
It was
and that-
Lil Kenny and Chandler, and he's talking about the music, and he's not like, it's not like he had a little speaker or his phone going. It was on the speakers, and it was like a party.
He was like telling you, go fuck yourself. We're jihad. And we're going to blow this fucking neighborhood up any fucking day. And it was next to a laundromat that was open 24 hours.
Yeah.
That was just as fucking scary. And it was maybe 3 blocks from the house, maybe.
Yeah, no,
Laurel Canyon
Very
and Chandler.
close.
Let me just, I fucking 5 years.
like one major street. It was Laurel Canyon, then Colfax. But it's like a long LA, but it's not like a New York block.
Laurel Canyon and Chandler. Where would I get off?
On the
So I'm on
on the
Laurel
101.
Canyon. I'm on Laurel Canyon. Jesus Christ. I got to start eating beets. You know,
What do
everybody-
beats help with?
I don't know. Everybody's eating beets in a gel form. They get their memory back.
Oh, it helps with yeah, dude.
So, Santa. Anyway, okay. Now I know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I got to go up past your house,
Yeah, it was
past Colfax, and then after Colfax, past the hot dog place, past Popeyes, past the yoga place, go past that light.
right. And Chandler was the one that had like with the bus going down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
All the Jews lived on Chandler.
I remember going to that place,
Yeah.
and I would get like snacks or something there.
Fuck yeah.
And they used to be like a Japanese hand job place.
That was a different 7-Eleven, but yeah. Because this one, you were exactly right. Had it was that and a 24-hour laundromat, and you for years were like, don't go to that 7-Eleven, the ISIS 7-Eleven. And then right before we left, a homeless dude was like robbing a 7-Eleven, and he stabbed 2 people. Like it was 7-Elevens in LA were like kind of like a lawless like a homeless people were there.
Well, then there was the one where we used to torture the guy. The one where the lady was sitting, I put the light in her eye. And she's like, oh, fuck yourself.
Oh my God.
That's where I met the black hooker that night.
Oh yeah.
Remember the hot chick in the Jeep that started talking to me? And you're like, you know? I'm like, no.
What was that like? Tahunga and something?
No.
It was right across from the diner.
That was the one from the diner. Yeah. Across
I don't remember the street
up
names.
the
then.
block from where I beeped the horn at them, the Masons,
Oh yeah. That was a great
next
block.
to the YMCA.
By the park, yeah.
By the park there.
But dude, the light in that poor lady's eyes. She was just sitting in that wheelchair. Like I don't
She
know.
was a fake. The wheelchair was
How
a
did you
stunt.
get there?
She was like the chick. She was like Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours. The wheelchair, not 48 Hours, Trading Places.
Right.
She was walking around. I would see her walk around, and then she would sit there in a wheelchair. She would push the wheelchair herself,
Right.
and then sit there like trick you and ask for coins. And one night I pulled up and I put the light in her eyes just to let her know I knew what she was up to. And when we got out of the car, she's like, "Oh, fuck yourself," and all. But we even gave her money. I
We
think
tried to. I think she didn't want to take it. And I can't. Was that the night that you had me steal the milk carts? And I was fucking I was high as fucking paranoid.
Did we steal them from that 7-Eleven?
Fuck yeah, one of them. For the records.
I really want to go back to LA for 1 week.
Okay.
And if I tell you what I want to go back to do, you would not believe it. Because if you know me for real,
Right.
you know what I want to go back and do.
Burn some places down.
No.
Do you want me to guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you knew my torturous side,
Oh boy.
what would I obviously get on a plane to go do?
The first one at some point is you would drive in your old neighborhood
And run over
and
that
run over the
cone.
guy's cones.
That's the first thing.
Okay.
It's not. I would just get on a plane to do that to that guy. 4 nights in a row, and then Friday we knock on his bell, and you ask him, "Has somebody been running over your cones?" And we put it on tape just to see him go, "Yeah."
Oh, my-
He disappeared for 5 years. Nobody touched my cones.
But we gotta be careful. They have cameras now.
Who gives a fuck?
Dude,
We're renting a car. We're renting Ubers. We'll do it with
yeah, they
Uber.
link that to people.
Listen,
we can't have
I'll
an
get
Uber
listen.
driver run over someone's cones.
Listen, you give one of those Uber drivers $50. One of those Mexican Uber drivers, they'll ride over your mother. They don't give a fuck. They'll drive over your mother. Fuck. They don't give a fuck. Those Arabs got no licenses. They got nothing. They're like Cubans. They got fake birth certificate. Those Arabs come over, dog. They don't give a fuck. That license, they don't even know who the fuck they are. And try to find them. Go back to Arabia and try to find them. You think it's hard to find a Mexico? Mexico, go ahead. Once they got the frolic on the head, what do they call that?
So they're gonna have to leave America for $50?
What do you call that? The Muslim wear?
I have no idea.
That should be a new line, Muslim wear. You know what I'm saying? Like terrorist wear, like clothing when
A
shit's
clothing
on
line?
fire. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking of blowing up, that's just left. Ba-boom.
Oh my god!
Everybody wants to blow up.
Can you imagine having their store at the mall?
What happened?
Like they would have a store at the mall.
Oh my God.
The terrorist line.
That'd be tremendous, wouldn't it? Lee and Joey's Ba-boom.
Why do we have to own it?
We'll let Nick own it, and then we sit and get no money like assholes. That's what the fucking white people said. Why would the Indians? Why would we? Because we're trying to make $1 here. Why would we want to? Well, you don't want to make no money. It'd be a little controversial. But
little.
that's how you make money, by boom, ba-boom. You don't remember, before you were born, there were these shirts that if you put the shirt on, it would change colors according to your body heat and mood.
Okay.
It's called body cam. We bring that back, and we call it body camouflage. Knowing before you get blown up, like that minute before, before you die, you get that last shot of fucking whatever and EMT, and the third eye goes to work. The same thing. This shirt will let you know that you're about to die. There's a missile. Like if you wear this,
Then knows that the missile's coming when it starts to change colors.
That's a fucking good idea. I'm gonna shut up. I've been looking for an investment. This one is it. Hamas wear, like something like that. Like fucking.
That would actually do very well right now.
Oh my God, Hamas wear.
Yeah, those scarves.
you
You
could
sell a
tell-
million scarves,
And 10% goes to the poor Hamas kids that ain't eating.
but you don't send it to them.
No, we're gonna send it to them. I don't
You're
know.
okay.
I'm sending 20%. Those kids are starving. Those kids haven't seen. Those guys, I saw a kid that was 18. He's 5'1". Not even. He's 1'5". That's what I meant to say. He's fucking. They're like 1.5 feet. They ain't even growing. They got no nutrients. It's like Cuba. These kids can't grow.
Right.
They can't grow. We're cutting out a whole civilization of these poor kids. I mean, we're goofing around. It's a joke, but it's
Right.
not really a joke.
No, it's not.
Listen, Jews got to do what they got to do. I'm not mad at Israel or anybody else. War is war. And, they're going to hate us for this podcast.
Yeah, it's all right.
But, you
You can be
can't-
mad at everybody. I'm mad
can't.
at Israel. And I went there, and like if people are sending rockets, or like there's a lot of reasons why Israel has to do certain things. You can't justify the things that are coming out of there. You can justify it to a point, and you know what? I'm not saying Hamas is obviously fucking 1,000%. They put hospitals around people. They're
Listen, nobody's right and nobody's wrong. Let's leave it at that.
right.
But I never wanted to see kids starve.
No.
You want to starve me? I got like 80 days. You can starve the fuck out of me. I got Chinese ribs. I got fucking Stugats. I got fat all over.
Yeah.
But those kids, it's a hunger issue, and it's a kid issue. So I don't care how you feel about different political things. You never want to see a kid starve.
No.
I wouldn't want to see my enemy starve. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a grenade up his ass, but not a kid. You follow me? I have a lot of enemies. I love to put a grenade up their ass.
Man
But
on
they have-
fire style.
Yeah, but they have to be over 30 years old. I'm not here to.
130's the minimum to blow someone up.
It's just, like I said, guys, in the beginning of this, all this stuff, the starvation, we're living in a different fucking world, man. And it's not, the old world's not going to come back. It's not going to get any better. I'm not here with negative shit. This is just the obvious. They just killed a kid on a college fucking campus. This could be us. This could be you. I mean, nobody would shoot him. They don't give a fuck. But this kid was actually doing something good. Kids loved him. He was doing something for kids. I watched an interview with an 18-year-old kid. The kid was goofy or whatever, but what would I rather him doing? Doing that or selling drugs or doing the stupid shit I was doing? I'd rather him be doing that, kid.
And I'm not speaking poorly about anybody, but just the other side of it, there are people who are on a certain political side who don't think he was doing good, but no matter what you think like about what he was doing as a person, to get it like shot in front of like that's wrong no matter what.
Well, I did hear, like I said, guys, after the pandemic, I stopped trying to watch the news. The pandemic threw me into a fucking state that I had fear. I had fear of something I didn't see. That's not who I am, So I know I just didn't want to watch it anymore. I don't really catch up on that stuff. I'm not going to turn the TV on to watch something political. I don't want to get aggravated. But I have heard that people were cheering, like people from TMZ
Oh yeah,
were cheering.
a lot of people got in
couple
trouble.
couple people, journalists lost their job. Like I said, again, listen, we were talking about Danny Merwin guy, the guy that owned the comedy club.
R.I.P.
We made a joke. Listen, you can make a joke, but to cheer outside when you're a journalist or something to that nature and cheer that somebody died, again, we're talking about the world changing. And I want you to be aware of that. That's all. I just want you to not to go, wow, how could that happen? Things are happening. Things, when we were kids, if there was a shooting in Manhattan once a week, it's 2 a.m. What do you think happens in Manhattan at 2 a.m? You're giving out flowers. What do you think happens in Manhattan? People drinking. There's drugs involved and there's guns. But now it's every other day. There's a shooting somewhere, a kid, this, that. Look at this comedian guy. That's nobody really talked about. That he had, I know that kid. I know John Reap.
Oh,
I personally know John Reap. I know him since he's a kid. Sunday nights at the store. I know him. This got to be 20 years since I did Sunday nights at the store. I know that kid a long time. If I'm going on a plane with you guys, and all of a sudden I look down, there's a picture of him on TMZ, got arrested with 11 counts of child molestation. Listen, I know that kid, man. He never gave me, I'm not going to lie to you, he never gave me the feel of somebody like that.
right. And I just want to clarify, it wasn't child it was like something online. Nothing physical.
Child porn, whatever. I know John. And you know what? I don't agree with what he did. I don't like what he did, but I got to say a prayer for the guy. I got to go, well, John, listen, man, the devil is working overtime. Just note that. Ever since fucking they shot Kobe, the devil has been working overtime. You don't believe me? Look at the results. Look at what's going on in the world right now. The devil's working overtime. And there's just so many. Look at, there's cities you go into that you walk in the street and all of a sudden a van pulls up out of nowhere and you hear, andale. And people with masks are grabbing 3 people. Whether they're, in the old days, I would grab you and Mirandize you and, read you the riot act and gave you a minute to whip out your license and go, this is who I am, blah, 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 blah. We're not even doing that in this country anymore.
No.
Again, people voted for that. This is what you wanted. I don't want this to be a political podcast, but think about it. This is not what I paid for. All right, I thought you were going to stop people at the border. I didn't think when I'm eating at Rudy's, you're going to come into Rudy's and take my favorite clam guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's he going? And he's getting taken away.
Where's he going? He's going home.
Where's he going? And that's what's going on right now. People eating at restaurants. You get used to Donatello's, and all of a sudden you're there, and fucking Pepe's getting whipped out of the kitchen while he's whipping up your eggplant rollatini.
Oh, my
You couldn't
God.
give him 20 fucking minutes? You know what I'm saying?
Let's finish the dinner. And you know what's more wild is they're sending people to like I don't remember the names of but like in Africa. Like they're sending they're just sending people away. And can you imagine like if like you made it to America from another country and then like suddenly you're on a different continent and like I don't know how like you can't walk home like there's not,
So wait a second. I'm from Colombia. I ended up in New Jersey. I got arrested in Connecticut. And now I'm in fucking Africa.
I think so. Can you look it up, Nick? I think
They didn't even do black people that bad. Like the slaves, they at least took them from one destination to the other. These motherfuckers are getting treated like Chinese people in the 20s and shit.
Oh yeah, this podcast is definitely getting taken down. This is amazing.
Anyway, I just want to, I really wanted to bring the Charlie Kirk thing up, even though I'm not political or politically inclined, he is a human being.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what I was talking about. That
Ghana, South Sudan, and Uganda have partnered up with America to accept the migrants from nations that are.
bro, get ready to cut grass and guana. You'll be chasing lizards. There's a dead animal on the street. Did you guys see that tonight?
No.
What the fuck is that before? Just chubby, laying in the middle of the street. I had to drive over him 2 times. There was no parking. I mean, I didn't run him over with the tire. I had to run over him real slow. Like, I didn't want to hit him. I thought he was just resting. He was like Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. He was resting. I know when I'm resting. I'm resting. I'm in the bushes in Seacliffs. Where you at this week, player?
This week, I have a few shows. This week on the 17th and the 19th, I'm going to be at Sheba's, which is at the Three Monkeys Bar. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be at St. Mark's at 10:30. And don't forget, New Jersey, September 26th, the Dojo will be headlining.
Yes, sir.
I added some shows. I got the 24th at Levity. There's a wait list, so there's no fucking wait list in my world. I added October 8th to you animals, so I'll see you in Levity October 8th, and that's all I got right now. You guys know the schedule. You got November 8th. Where are we?
Is that Virginia?
MGM in D.C. Then on the night before Thanksgiving, we are at
Parks.
Philadelphia, Parks Casino. And then December 6th, 5th, we're at Virginia Caesars in Virginia. So get your tickets. They're on sale right now. I got Staten Island coming. I got Tampa coming. I got a couple things coming. But for right now, just focus on October 8th. That's all you need to know. Levity Live, all right? And September 26th for my little penguin buddy over here,
Thank you.
Lee Sayat. And we love you, and that's it. Thank you for supporting the Monday Night Football.
I was gonna say.
We've been doing it. It's fantastic. Hopefully you'll see the one that we did last night. I love you guys. Stay black. Have a great week.
It's on YouTube and X.
Yeah, right. Hey, Uncle Joey here. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. I want to talk to you about something. It's time to give that third leg a workout with Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. You can have stronger, harder, longer lasting erections like that in no time. Listen, that Blue Chew package is a little mint now. It's just a little mint. You can put that in your wallet. You see somebody lurking late night, you know what I'm saying? She's looking good, or he's looking good. You pop that thing and you're ready to go. Blue Chew even comes in a little mint form. Like I said, it's tremendous. So it does double duty to freshen your breath before the big baboom. You follow me? You hit them with a shot of mint breath, and then you do what you got to do. So you buy a couple to keep around, or subscribe to keep the good times coming on a consistent basis. Why stop? If it works for you, bigger erections, harder dick, more people calling you, it's doing its job. And we got a special deal for church listeners. As always, you're going to get your first month of Blue Chew absolutely free. That's right. Absolutely free. Just press in code Joey, Joey at checkout, and pay $5 for shipping. That's it. $5 to open up the door to a beautiful new life. Just, can you see yourself floating through dreams with that third stick just hitting trees, knocking over your grandma's flowers, you know? Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for details and safety info. How's that? What's happening, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here with his fucking trusted Cato for another fun-filled episode of the Church of What's Happening Now, new edition. It's Tuesday, the 14th of October. Are you kidding me? Or what? Wednesday, it'll be halftime already, and that puts you at 2 months from Christmas.
Halftime what?
Halftime of October. Oh. The 15th. What the fuck do you think I'm talking about?
I
Halftime.
have no idea.
And the 15th is also the anniversary of my fucking savior. When I walked in the door, my wife told me she wanted to get separated and divorced. That's what the anniversary is. October 15th, 35 years ago. That bitch cut me loose. Thank God.
Do you write these dates down?
Yeah. Just to see what the fuck I am every year at this time.
Yeah, but how do you remember, like, from
I
30
remember
years
all the
ago?
crucial fucking dates, okay? I remember all the important dates, sentencings, shit like that. Just so you know where you're at. If you don't know, if you don't know your past, you're not going to know your future.
Right, I understand that, but from 40, like now it would be easy. Like now you could put it on your calendar if you really wanted to remember it. But in 90 whatever, that
Look,
you guys
can you
broke
imagine wanting to do something so fucking bad? Like for 3 months, this is all you think about. Like, how am I going to do stand-up comedy? How am I going to do? This came out of left field when I walked in that afternoon for lunch at 2 p.m, and she was waiting for me. And she just pulled up a paper like, what's this? I go, it's a student loan I took out. But look at the bottom. It says paid. What's the problem? Well, you never told me about it. A relationship done. Good. What do you want me to tell you? It's paid. That's it. It's over. Done.
Right.
Well, I don't think this is going to work. Well, fuck. When she told me that, it was like, you ever hit like the Wheel of Fortune? Wheel of Fortune. And you see all these trips and vacations and exotic blowjobs. And then you win like 300. You're like, what the fuck?
Exotic blowjobs.
Yeah, exotic blowjobs and shit like that. So that's why I'll never forget that date.
I guess.
Because it was the luckiest day of my fucking life.
Do you play like the lottery every year? Do you do anything? No.
I hit the lottery when she fucking told me to get out. What the fuck? There's a difference between winning the lottery and living the lottery.
Right.
Big
Yeah.
fucking difference, man. And you have to know which one you're doing, whether you're living the lottery or you're fucking winning the lottery. We didn't win shit. We earned the lottery. I didn't win nothing. Nobody knocked on my door and said, hey, this is what you get. Nobody did shit. They just fucking,
You took advantage of the opportunity.
that's it. But before we get started, let's do some ads and let's get this episode because we got a lot to talk about. So we want to get this shit out of the way. We're going to talk to you about probiotics today. What else are we going to talk to them about? A couple things. But we'll be back in 2 minutes, all right? What's happening, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here. I want to talk to you about something. Listen, I don't know if you know it. Your gut has a massive impact on how you feel each and every day. Look at the size of my gut. I know about these things. Bioma keeps things in tip-top shape so you can feel your best no matter what life throws your way. Bioma's blend of prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics help restore healthy microbiomes. You're going to want to give Bioma a try and get things sorted down there. Listen, I love it. I take 2 of these every day, and my stomach feels tip-top magoo. My blood tests are even coming back better. So if your gut is full of the wrong bacteria, get Bioma and get it together. It's not just about being smooth and regular digestion. Your gut can mess with hormone levels, energy, weight management, and even lifespan. So what I'm going to do is this. Take 15% off your Bioma order. To get started, just click the link in our show notes and press in code Joey, Joey. That's code Joey, Joey at bioma.com. That's code Joey, 15% off when you click the link in our show notes. Thank you. You ever wake up in the morning and you're feeling a little ho-hum? Well, it's time to put some magic back in your breakfast with Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon makes high-protein, zero-sugar cereal and treats that you'll remember from your childhood. It's great if you're carb-conscious and it comes in nostalgic flavors like fruity, cocoa, and frosted. Me, I like the cocoa and the fruity. I love them. Every serving of their cereal has 13 grams of protein. Do you hear what I'm saying? 13 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and only 4 grams of net carbs. No time for a bowl? Magic Spoon makes crunchy cereal treats that are delicious. They're packed with 12 grams of protein for an on-the-go option. Great in the morning and around workouts or as a midnight snack, how I have them. Get $5 off your next order at magicspoon.com/church. Or look for Magic Spoon on Amazon or in your nearest grocery store. That's magicspoon.com/church for $5 off. And enjoy it, Jack, because it's good. Kick this motherfucking Neil Lee. We're back, bitches. All right. We want to talk about something real quick. We were talking when I got here today, and it reminded me of something. And it's what's going on in the world. What's been happening since I was a kid. You know, when I was a kid, somebody, a teacher told me in high school one time, we were talking about drugs. Okay? They were talking about drugs in like a social studies class. I still remember the teacher. And he said that the reason, he goes, yeah, you people think Colombia's sending the drugs in here. It's not the Colombians. It's everybody who's against the United States. It's China, it's fucking Russia, you know, all this shit. And at the end of the day, it's to weaken us. So when they come over to take over, all they got to do is throw a bag of Coke at us. We'll grab the bag of Coke, and that's it. That's I don't know if you people know that. That's a common fucking thing. Right now, if somebody wanted to take over us, we'd be so easy as a country. And it's not because we're divided. It's not because we're politically whatever. It's because we've become so stupid and so factuated with things that don't affect your life. And I don't know if you guys know this. It bothers me to no end. I love waking up in the morning. I love it. Smoking dope and going on the internet and seeing a bunch of people talking about shit early in the morning that doesn't affect their lives at all, doesn't put a dime in your pocket, and doesn't change your life at any level at all. And I love to see when people get fired up for no reason. I'll tell you what I really love is when I go somewhere and they think that's what you want to talk about. Like when it becomes that. Like, so what do you guys think about the Bad Bunny thing? Nothing. There's nothing to think about. But it's really fucking sad that 2 weeks later, I'm still reading about things that Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. It's a fucking game, okay? I don't know any of you people. I don't know any of you guys in this room. I could look myself in the mirror on a stack of fucking Bibles with Jesus sitting next to me. I have never watched the Super Bowl to see who the musical fucking guest is. I don't care if it's Prince, Michael Jackson, Snoop Dogg. I could give a fuck because it's a medley of songs. It's 8 minutes and they got to do, Paul McCartney. I don't want to hear Get Back. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I don't want to hear that shit no more. And the reason why people are bad at Bad Bunny is because the bad fucking last 5 fucking Super Bowls didn't agree with you, the musical guest. And you couldn't say nothing. They couldn't say nothing because that makes you a fucking racist, okay? But now, he don't even speak English. Who gives a fuck? You're watching a game. You're betting the game. You're trying to get a blowjob from some chick at a fucking bar, and you're worried about Bad Bunny. Well, Bad Bunny. And then the things that people were saying, like...
What are they mad? I got to be honest.
Oh, my God. Like, Marky Wahlberg, go back. Here's an idiot that gets up at 4 a.m. every day and makes believe he's a Catholic with all this shit, get prayed up, What the fuck? That's the biggest bullshit in the world when you got to go on the internet. Get prayed up, Like, I'm going to respect you more because you're a fucking piece of shit Catholic. I don't understand these people. I'm a Catholic, but I'm not a piece of shit Catholic.
Right.
When I was doing bad shit, I didn't go to church. I didn't make believe. I didn't do this shit. And I would never sit in the fucking front and make believe I'm a saint. I sit in the back with the fucking sinners. It's like when you go to a Jew funeral. When you go to a Jew fucking, when you go to a cemetery.
Right.
I don't want to be buried up front with the nice people. Bury me in the back with the Catholics that committed suicide and the Jews who put a tattoo on that didn't listen. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. I'm not even Jewish, and I won't get a tattoo because of what happens. I'm not even fucking Jewish, but I know. I know. But anyway, I don't want to get people started on the Jewish thing because then they'll... But it's the truth. Where we're at. 2 weeks now, people are angry about a performer in the Super Bowl. You have to ask yourself, but the good thing about this, what happened to the Epstein list? It's gone. Because everybody's worried about the fucking, this is all they do to you. It's a fucking mental game that you idiots go in and out of every fucking day. It's something else. And if you just focused on your life and your family, it would be so much easier. Like, I'm going to tell you guys something now that I'm ashamed to tell you, and I'll tell you. I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was when he got shot. When he got shot, my wife told me Charlie Kirk Charlie Kirk is some dude in the fucking corner of me. I don't even know who Charlie Kirk was.
Right.
I'm not ashamed to tell you that because I don't have time. I don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry that he's dead and all that, but you guys know what I'm saying. I don't have time.
But it's not even that, because I
I'm
was
so busy in my life.
Right.
And focused on what we're trying to do and on a daily basis. And I look at my daughter and I look at us and what needs to be done. What needs to be fucking done? Not Charlie Kirk. Not fucking the Super Bowl. Not anything. Not anything. I don't understand how people who bitch all day about, the price of eggs and, this and the economy and this and that. Well, then focus on it.
Yeah, but that's not fun. It's way more fun to get likes on Facebook.
What's more fun? Hanging out with your buddies at work? That's Super Bowl. It's a debacle. Who gives a fuck? He's singing Spanish? Lower it.
Is that really what they're upset about?
They're upset about anything that, but who do you want? Who do you want? I mean, because of Black Lives Matter now every year, we got to put on hip-hop. And that's the truth. Now, that's the truth, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to say it. We got to pander to everybody. The only guy that should have been at the Super Bowl this year should have been a country guy. That's who should have been at the Super Bowl this year. Chris Stapleton and Dua Lipa or something like that. Somebody new. But America doesn't need to see that shit. Whether it's Snoop Dogg doing the Crip Walk, how does that change your fucking life?
50 Cent hanging upside down.
Yeah, hanging upside down. Pink. With her aerobic. She's a singer.
I have to be honest.
If she want to do aerobics and join Circus du Soleil, I don't want to say that. I want to see you play music. But that's not the fucking point. The point is that we're so concerned with things that aren't even on our fucking radar.
Because there's so much free time.
Who has free time?
All these people who
to
are
jerk
upset
off on this shit.
Everybody.
Who has the free time?
And it's only going to get worse because when AI takes over, it's going to be nothing but people with time to be upset online. Because that's all I was thinking about when you were talking about this is you've talked for years about, when you're doing stand-up or whatever, you just don't, I had zero idea they were upset about the halftime show. I didn't even know that was the thing.
Zero. I went to eat dinner the other night, and I heard the bartender ask some people. And I go, even on a fucking Thursday night, this fucking knucklehead. And people were like, oh, well, they had like a 30-minute conversation. And I'm like, this is fucking sad. Meanwhile, there's a hot chick at the bar with her pussy on fire, and nobody's paying attention to her. It's been, and for a guy like me, it's very hard because I've lived my life not giving a fuck.
Right.
Not even listening to what you have to say. I really could care less. When people call you with, you're from 8 to 4, you're doing business. Even when I'm in the gym, I'm thinking about who I got to call. Do you know what I'm saying? When I get up in the morning, there's a window, and I do my writing, and you go on the internet, whatever, you read, whatever the fuck. But after that, everything I'm doing is preparing for my day. I get mad at my wife. When I go in the shower, I don't want nobody in the bathroom. Don't be in there finishing up your hair. My wife has a problem that if I tell her I'm going to go take a shower, all of a sudden she needs to go in that shower. And I'll tell her, get the fuck out. I love my wife, 25 years, I respect her. But she doesn't understand. When I walk into that shower, I'm thinking. I'm not thinking, so what are you going to do? Where's the brush? I don't fucking know. I'm worried about how we're going to pay bills this month. Okay, I don't know so on that morning, that shower, I don't talk to nobody. Once Mercy leaves, there's nothing to talk about. I walk upstairs, and in that shower, in that 20 minutes, after I scrub my asshole and my balls and shampoo and brush my teeth, I sit there, and I think about my day, and I think, we were talking about a situation I had with my wife. That happened Friday. I thought about it for 3 days, because usually, I'm from North Bergen, I go down there with a stick. I hit the guy. Do you follow me? So as I got older, after tranquilo, you have to think about things before you attack them. And that's on any level. And this is something that comes with age and wisdom. This wasn't me at 30. Because I know I'm an idiot, and I'll go down there and end up in jail. On the text, he said, I'm calling the police. What would happen if I showed up down there? You know what I'm saying? So I have to think about things. But it took me 3 fucking days, and then I ran it through a very close friend of mine that's also friends with him to make sure. And that's the world.
But that's not the world.
Have you ever ran to social media to post something, and then you realize you posted the wrong thing and then get the facts?
Dude.
Why fucking post? Why post anything? Look at my Twitter and my Instagram the last 5 years. I don't post much. Nor do I want to.
I got in trouble for liking a post. I don't want to bring it back up, but one of our friends posted something before we had all the information. I just liked it because I thought it was funny. I got messages that just because I liked it, I should get off the podcast.
Those people should get a life. And that's the problem you have there. That's the problem you have, that nobody has a fucking life anymore. You wouldn't worry about Epstein if you were getting your dick sucked. If you're sitting there every day and some chick is sucking your dick with ice cubes and whipped cream and shoving a finger up your ass, you got no time to worry about Epstein.
Right. Yeah.
You got no time to worry about nothing. You're just worried about that this chick better not have a cavity. She's going to give my pee hole a fucking cavity or something like that. You don't. When you're in love and you're fucking and you're having a good time, you're not thinking about this shit. I see people who have thrown their lives away, focused on something that it's not going to work.
Oh.
Whether it's a sports team, like I had a dear friend of mine that complains about money. A couple of weeks ago, I called him up and I said, I have a show. Swing by, pick up an envelope. I got a game to watch.
Really?
Somebody else, I offered them a gig one night and they told me it was their birthday. I can't call you no more.
I'd love to do a show on my birthday.
Can't call you no more because these are the same people. That bitch. Right now, if I'm half these people on the internet, I wouldn't be on the internet. I'd be fucking working 3. I know a girl that works 3 fucking jobs. I love this girl. She works 3 jobs. Ask her about Bad Bunny. Ask her about Epstein. 3 jobs. To better herself, to open up a fucking gym. She's putting away money. She works 92 hours a fucking week. Okay? And, ask her. She has a goal. I'm thinking of fucking just giving her money because that's what you do when you want something. That's want. That's want. Everything else, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. That's want. My buddy, who fucking lost $30,000 on the Super Bowl one year, he left his house at 5 in the morning and he got home at midnight every day for a year and he paid off that fucking debt. That's life. Ask him about Bad Bunny or what was going on. All he was doing was smoking pot, lifting weights, and working. He got out of that debt. And on top of that, he ended up buying a $30,000 car 20 fucking years ago out of that debt. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't even try to tell me. Don't even fucking go there. Because you're focused on bullshit. You're focused on bullshit. Okay? When I did comedy, I didn't know what you were saying. I lost girlfriends because you do too much comedy. My family comes. You don't want to meet them. I didn't come here to meet your family. Once you cross that pander to either one of those markets, New York or LA, I don't know what you're talking about. Especially if I moved here. I came here for one thing. One thing and one thing only, to be a star. To try to get myself out of a fucking being a loser, fucking North Bergen thief all my life. That's all I fucking knew. That's all I knew. I didn't know about anything else. I didn't know about concerts. I didn't know about what the Mets did. I don't know what the LA Rams did. I didn't give a fuck. And some people, to some human eye goes, you didn't have a life. I didn't want a life. Because not having things is no life.
What do you mean by that?
Not having things is no life. Not having the simple things is no life. But you want to go to fucking the Wingstop, whatever the fuck they go to,
Right.
What's harder? What would you rather? Think about mind fucks all day? Or at least when your roof collapses, you have the money and your fucking family doesn't have to go in the ruins for 6 months because your ruins collecting. But this guy too, the roof collapsed, but he was at a Who concert 3 weeks ago and he bought tickets for a fucking Hall of Fame thing. You have a wife and a kid. It's over. It's over. Let it go. Let it go already. I could give a fuck about a concert, especially once I look at that price tag.
Oh,
I got a chance of making 200 at the dojo or spending 800 to hold hand. Look at this great show. Think about it. 2 people I called that from the dojo gigs. One person told me it was her birthday. The other guy told me there was a game on tonight. My favorite team is playing. He's my age. If you got a favorite team at 40, just kill yourself. If you're still wearing little hats and shirts, right there, just go down to fucking Edgewater and you could jump right off that thing with your Met hat or your Knicks shirt on or your Giant hat on or your Yankee hat. Whatever fucking, mind fuck you've been wasting. You ever read that book? That's my favorite book, and I read it every year. And as I'm reading it, I'm thinking about how much of a loser I am every year and how I got the Art of War, the War of Art, not the Sun Tzu one, but the other one.
Stephen Pressfield or something?
David Pressfield. It's all procrastination. I'll do that later. There ain't no later.
It feels like there is.
There ain't, because now I'm 62, and it went fast. I'm happy I didn't say later. I'm very happy at a lot of things I didn't say later.
You're not sad you didn't go to Comic-Con and dress up? They were all around. Every time I see him, I'm just like, I wish I could get Joey. Like, I need to get those glasses.
If I ever go to Comic-Con, it's to do this country a favor, and it's to get an M40 and shoot them all as they come out of there to press a point, because that's the people who need to be shot as they come out of Comic-Con with their suits on. And we went and got an autograph from my favorite Martian or something like that.
But even my favorite, like, they were walking around the city in the outfits.
And that's to tell you how weak New York City is. Weak.
Why? What would happen in the 80s?
I wish 5 Puerto Rican kids would beat the fuck out of them and took their uniform and pissed on it. And that's the end of the uniforms.
It's pretty hard to justify.
Those are the kids that go first. They're the first ones that are going to get shot in the ass and fucked in the ass. Comic-Con. We didn't go to Comic-Con. We went to get our dick sucked and to eat Quaaludes. That was our Comic-Con. Okay? That was our Comic-Con. And I'm very proud of that. I am very fucking proud of that. It's like for the last 5 fucking months. Every month we have a weed sponsor on here, right? Like some fucking weed sponsor, okay? And it's always that Delta 9 and all that other creepy shit, And I don't want them no more. I'll tell you why, because I don't want the clientele that's not doing the drugs that we do here. If you're not doing coke and heroin and fucking reefer, if you're doing like Delta 9s and smoking a vapor, go to somebody else's podcast. I don't want you in my fucking energy anymore.
What would the ad read be for like cocaine? Like if you had to do an ad for cocaine?
Oh, like if we lived in Vancouver, listen, you're sitting there with a finger up your ass, it's time to get out. Blow your money. Tell your mother she sucks. Give her the fucking, tell her you want your early inheritance and start going to orgies, okay? Do something I didn't do. That's what I wish I would have done, gone to more orgies. I never went to an orgy. I never saw 18 people getting fucked at the same time. I never saw anything like that. That's the only thing I regret doing. But everything else, like, do you regret? No, not really. I did everything I wanted to do earlier. I went to the concerts I wanted to see. I saw concerts that will live in history forever. I don't need to go to these fucking concerts now to see these 80-year-olds dancing and wiggling and David Lee Roth with a pickle in his pocket. Like he's still got a dick with leather pants on at 72. Come on, man. Let it go with the blue hair and at one point, just be yourself.
But if you're going to an orgy, don't you have to like participate? Or are you going to be like,
no, I'm going to participate to get HIV. I'm going to get the whole fadam, the whole panel. What's that thing that these retarded kids are on the spectrum? I want to be on a disease spectrum. HIV, COVID, and herpes all mixed in one. You get a sore on your lip, a sore throat. It's fucking tremendous. I want them all. I want them all. You know what I'm saying?
That does sound like fun.
It does. It's fun. It's fun. I saw a guy hungover on TV, and I forgot how much fun it was when you're puking and you got a headache and you're popping aspirins.
You like that?
I haven't had one in 20 fucking years, but I wish I could have one. I wish I could just go do coke one night. Like, I'm 62. What's going to happen now? Nothing. I'm going to die. I can't breathe as it is. I can't breathe as it is. Any
So
day
let's
now.
put stuff up your nose now?
Any day I'm going to check into the hospital. Any fucking day now. Could be tomorrow morning. I'm going to check in. I can't breathe. When you feel this way, you're like, fuck it. Bust out the cigarettes. Bust out the cocaine. Bust out the syringes. I don't have much time left. And that's where God is unfair, because he doesn't say, hey, now you got 5 years left. Now I'm really going to judge you. Because if God ever came down to me in a bush and said, you got 5 years left.
Right.
You're dying on your birthday when you're 68. Watch my smoke. Watch my smoke. Okay? Watch my smoke at 58. I'll go to the bank and take every penny I got out of there. You understand me? IRAs. I don't give a fuck about retiring. I never thought about retiring anyway, Terry. I will break that fucking IRA, go to the city, get myself one of those hotels where Tony Soprano went, the good ones, for as long as the money lasts. Like,
Call me when it runs out.
call me when it runs out. There's like 32 grand there. At 3,000 a night, I think I'm here for 2 weeks, but I'm not gonna make it anyway. Okay, my goal is to die in your fucking hotel. I want to do coke. I want that thing when they put the basters up your ass. When they take ecstasy and heroin and mix it, they melt it and they bend over and you put it up your ass with a turkey baster and you get high for days. I'm doing it. Or I'm going to one of Eric's gay parties. I'm gonna let a gay guy suck my dick with ice cubes in his mouth.
Well, what if it's so good you don't want to die now? Like, what if you find out you're gay?
If he plays a trick on me, then I'm gonna be pissed.
What trick? Oh my God.
I think everybody in this life would like to know when God is giving you 3 years left.
Oh, that'd be
For
great.
you to make up your mind how you're gonna go. If you want to go surrounded by family and people playing violins and shit, he was a good man. He had a good heart. Or if you want to go fucking with some fat black chick sitting on your face with a midget chick sucking your dick, some guy putting hot air into your asshole with a hot air balloon, anything different, I'm gonna do, okay? If I know I got 3 years left.
But do you think you'd still have 3 years left?
Well, I think I got 3 years left right now.
No, I know that, but now that's without the coke and the...
I just want to make it official. I don't want to go off the chain in front of my daughter if I'm not going to make it official.
That would be pretty fun. That'd be a fun way to go.
That's the way to go. That's the way. Listen, think about how you're supposed to live your life. Think if everything worked out the way it's supposed to and you put away like 800 grand and you were 60, you had no kids, no grandchildren, no wife. What would you want to do with that 800 grand? You going to leave it to your retarded nephew?
No.
That's a fucking idiot anyway. He's never going to do nothing. What would you do if I told you were dying of cancer and you had a year left and you have $800,000 in the bank account and you don't give a fuck and all your credit cards are clean? That means you could use them all and tell them all to suck your dick because they can't tag them on to somebody once you're dead.
Right, yeah.
You're going to burn through that 800 grand.
Well, they
right?
can, if you have kids, so you have to have nobody.
Yeah, nobody. What would you? Well, how do you want to die? In a boat?
Oh, a boat would be
grandkids?
fun.
Fuck that. You want to die in a plane crash while you're doing coke with the pilot and you're getting fucked in the front and the pilot's got his back turned to the fucking skies and she's a chick and she's jumping up on top of you and you're like, the plane's going to hit a building. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? We're going to hit the 9/11 building. Hit it again. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Think about all the things you'd do differently if you knew you had an expiration date and how we live so fucking careful as pussies. And that includes me. I'm the biggest fucking pussy in the world. I'm the biggest pussy in the world because I got scared. You know, I don't think I'll do coke again because I made a promise. But I wouldn't mind doing a line of heroin.
Heroin does, like, that's the one I think I'd like. Well, Molly I want to try, but Molly I want to try if not dying.
Again,
What?
why play with the little drugs when you get the
I don't think
best?
Molly's a little drug.
Molly's a little drug compared with H. That's God's love. That's God's love. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah, but if I
when
want to
God
do it,
sends you
I
that
want
H
to.
and you're sitting there like I saw a movie of a guy getting shot in 2 arms by heroin and he was getting his dick sucked in the village. Louis Pinero. What's his name? Fucking the guy that wrote Cuba and his teddy bear. There's a movie about him. And there's a scene where he's got a syringe in each arm and some chick is sucking his dick. And I'm like, man, that's the way to go. Like Jesus like that. Like getting your dick sucked with 2 syringes in your arms and a blowjob. That's what Jesus should have done. That's how I would have fucking gone out of this motherfucker.
A blowjob really does fix almost anything.
No, it makes everything a lot better.
Yeah.
You think about it. But not even, listen, we're being, I'm getting silly here now, but it's the truth, man. We don't live, we live so cautiously. And I'm the number one guy because I had a daughter that I live a little cautiously. Because that's the only thing that saved me the last couple of years. Because now in my mind, even if I did time, how much time am I going to really do? So if I'm going to blast you, I'm going to fucking blast you now. It's not going to be a punch to the head. I'm going to hit you with a table, and hopefully you're going to need psychological help in the past, squeezing the ball or something like that. Because when I go, I want to go.
I do. Do you have that? I've had, like, if everything goes to shit, I'm going to kill, like, 3 people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, love it. On the way out, just to go. Come here. Remember this? Bah!
Yeah.
Remember that time you fucking got cute? This is what you're getting now. But it's just so weird how if there was ever a time, like they're saying, like I was watching 60 Minutes last night. Anybody watch 60 Minutes last night?
No.
About that, a plane in New something, Boston, got hacked. Their little water department got hacked by the Chinese.
Damn.
And how the Chinese is going to start hacking little things to get to the big thing. And you're saying to yourself, and every day we're dealing with Chinese people, whatever. But you have to say to yourself, this is the time to invade us. Like they're taking over our country with farmland.
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to buy a lot of farmland. Some of it is to grow they have us confused that they were bringing slaves over here and growing weed. Did you hear that?
I heard about that.
Did you hear up in Boston?
And then, in Maine. In Maine, they have a bunch of shit. And
Bunch of Asians.
am I wrong? Did I hear that Cotter or whatever, where whoever gave us that plane is opening an Air Force base? Or is that like a fake? Yeah. Is that real?
I don't know.
How the fuck, dude? And then we were talking about stuff that doesn't matter. I haven't finished it yet, but have you seen that documentary on HBO Max about the Alabama prisons?
No.
That shit is fucking crazy. They just let guards kill people in there. And there's stuff that does matter that people don't want to talk about.
No, but they rather talk about Bad Bunny.
Right.
And how he's going to ruin this and ruin that. And it's just, I've been watching this for years. Listen, I'm going to be as honest as I can with you guys. I have a GED. I have no fucking family. Education is whatever I've learned on the street. I got a master's degree. But as far as what people talk about, I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know anything. Guys, it was all a joke till I did something with my life. Then it wasn't. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I talk to people now and they're stale or I feel bad for them because even I managed to do a little something, whether it doesn't matter to the world. I'm not talking about jokes or being funny. I did something else besides be a criminal, besides rob people. I wanted to do something else. That was cool for a while. It's really cool to rob people, have a good time and take their drugs. But then and that was cool for a while. But ever since I started getting, and I can't say success, because there's no success. Since I started becoming a productive member of society. What's a productive member of society? I pay my taxes. I don't give cops a hard time. I pick up litter. And you try to be as nice as you can to people. That's it. That's the bottom line of productive member of society. And I think I've done that. I think I've achieved that, if not anything else. Okay, which gives you in this country ugats. That means I don't deserve nothing because you're supposed to go that and above. We're supposed to serve our country. We're supposed to do something. I did none of those fucking things, okay? But for me to be able to get up in the morning and dictate my day is bad for everybody else. Because if I could do it, what the fuck were you thinking? What the fuck were you thinking? Not you, Lee.
No, I know you're not yelling
you
at me.
understand how I look at things? Like, what the fuck were you thinking? What were you thinking about?
I'm not sure if this is what you're talking, but to me, I think there's a lot of people. I think it's the trap of the day job. I think a lot of people don't, like you said, dictate your day. Most people, 90% of people in this country have 80% of their time is spoken for between work from 8 or 9 to 5. They have kids' activities. And then maybe Saturday you have to do errands. So maybe Sunday you get to watch. Like most people in this world,
Can you
they have
fucking
no
imagine?
control.
Like I had a life that I worked Monday through Friday. Saturday I watched my daughter, and Sunday went to the in-laws' house. That was my life before comedy. Great life, if that's what you want to do.
Right.
But now, you want to do comedy. You feel in your bones. When you wake up at 8 in the morning and they hit you with a problem, what's the first thing you say? It's okay, because in a month, I'm not going to be doing this no more. In 3 months, I'm not going to be doing this no more. So even while you had a day job, you were still thinking about your future. I admire that girl very much that I was talking to you about. She's maybe 26. She cuts hair. She personal trains. And then she teaches Pilates after she cuts hair at night.
Damn.
Because she wants to open up her own gym and Pilates, thing like that. But even at 26, she made a constant decision that this is what I want to do. I could never do that. I was not that together at 26. I was just getting out of prison for some stupid shit. But even that in the back of your mind, you're digging a trench. But you're saying, you know what? I'm going to take this money and open up a taco place. I'm going to start with a cart and then move into a little room. And then from there, open up a restaurant. People not doing that no more.
And
People are stuck in a day job. I get that. But again, the word is stuck. How long does it take you to realize that you're stuck? And once you realize that, how long does it take you to go, I got to do something about this? This is not what I signed up for. When you look at the big picture of life, I'm not talking about me growing up in North Bergen and oh, well, you made it if you're at the MWA, whatever the MUA, or whatever the fuck, like you got a pension and, you got 3 weeks vacation, and that's what they sold you. They never sold me what was across that fucking river. Nobody did. Nobody ever sold me that was a world class for what I wanted. I wanted to be in entertainment. I thought I did at that age. I just didn't know what would have pushed me. Who knew? Nobody told you follow. So we get caught up in our own little direction. Like, let's say you grew up where Terry grew up. You ever go where Terry lived? You ever go where Terry grew up?
yeah.
It's 2 hours out of Nashville. It's farms. Guess what? Nobody gets out of there. Nobody gets out of there. What happened was when America started shitting on America and selling all their fucking, gave everything to fucking, the Indians to do, that area really fell down. Like Buffalo, like Cleveland, like Cincinnati. Like that was the fucking American, Pittsburgh, steel.
Industry, yeah.
Industry. But then they took all that. So to be stuck in those towns right now is harder than it was when there was that industry, because at least you had something. You didn't have a lot of education. Your parents didn't come from much, but you're making $22 an hour in this fucking industry that's
You could
steel
support
mill.
a family.
Yeah, you could support a fucking family. But if you get stuck there now, Terry got out of there and went to Memphis, which is no fucking and then from Memphis, she went to LA, and you look at people's progressions. And I was progressing, but I was being I was just going from one place to another to be a loser there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're traveling.
why be a loser in North Bergen when I could be a loser in San Francisco for a few months and get chased by the cops there? Oh, I ran out of time there. Let me go to Seattle and be a loser now. Some people go to places with commitment, with something. I had nothing. I was just going there because the cops were looking for me here. The other day I bought sneakers at a Foot Locker.
Okay.
I went to the Menlo Park Mall. There was nothing to do. I was sore. I'd already worked out. And I go, you know what? I want to go to the Menlo Park Mall and see what they got. And I went to the Menlo Park Mall and I bought sneakers at Foot Locker. And I started talking to the black girl. She was cool as shit. And she's like, how long? She's like, I can't believe you're a comedian and shit. You've been in movies. I go, but I worked at Foot Locker for 6 months. And she goes, what are you talking about? I could never see you working at Foot Locker. I worked at Foot Locker until I robbed the place.
I was going to say.
Dog, and I told her the story. I go, I had this job. I couldn't find a job in Boulder. And I got these credit cards, and I was using them. And one day I applied at Foot Locker. And after I used the $20,000 in credit cards, Foot Locker actually called me one day. And they go, do you want a job? And I'm like, yeah. We started part-time. After like the first week, I sold like $10,000 in sneakers. They go, we'll keep you part-time, but you're going commission.
Nice.
And then I fucking loved it. I was just going into the cell. The other guys got high. There was a black guy. There was a white guy named Rich. I always loved Rich. He was my dog. And I was in there 3 months, 4 months, and finally one day some Chinese lady comes in with a bunch of kids, like 8 kids, and she leaves her bank withdrawal envelope sticking out of the purse. And I look at it, and the kids are trying on sneakers, and she's at the other place, and I just go, fuck it. And I take the envelope and put it in my pocket. She bought like $2,000 in sneakers for these 8 fucking Chinese kids. And all of a sudden, she can't find the money. I hid the money in a shoebox in the back because I knew this was going to get ugly. So this bitch left and came back with like 10 cops. And they cornered us all and they asked us questions. Everybody said the same thing. The store was fucking packed. If she came in here with an envelope, it must have fell out or somebody took it. She kept saying it was one of the staff members. And we're like, no, we weren't. But I took that motherfucker. Well, I'm talking.
I just have this image of you in the referee.
Oh, I had the
uniform.
referee suit with the fucking whistle. You know me, I'm a half a fruitcake. And fucking, while I'm talking to the cops, this one cop is looking at me. Keeps looking at me. I'm like, why is this motherfucker looking at me? And after they all left, this guy came back. And he goes, can I talk to you for a second? He goes, somebody's been using a credit card in this mall, and you fit the description. I go, I don't know what you're talking about. I work at Foot Locker. I don't even have a fucking credit card. And the guy's like, nah, we're working on the sizes now. If you know anything about this, do you want to talk about it? And I go, I don't know nothing. I work at a fucking Foot Locker part-time. That's all I know. And the guy kept bugging me. I'm sure that you, okay. Next day I went back in. This motherfucker came up again. This time with a detective. And he's like, we want you to tell us. They had no cameras back then.
Right.
That's the only thing that saved me. They had no cameras. So they were like, you fit the description. Do you want to go to a lineup? And I go, am I arrested? No. No, I'm not going. I'm not going to a fucking voluntary lineup. Go fuck yourself. I know my fucking rules, okay?
Why would you say yes to that?
Yeah, and then the guy came back the next day. Again. He's like, we want to talk to you. We're working on the sizes. You bought a lot of clothes. Whoever used this card bought a lot of clothes. I had suits. I had fucking pants.
You were wearing the pants?
Oh, I looked like a fucking model. I was buying so much. Dog, that credit card would never cancel. I would throw it away and then need something and go back 2 weeks later, take it out of the weeds and use it again. I'm like, oh my God, they still haven't canceled this thing. I was buying TVs, Scarface tapes.
And you kept all of it for yourself?
In my house, in a little room like a fucking Puerto Rican. I had everything in that room. Everybody else was living with one TV. I had a TV in there, stereo, fucking everything. And then that motherfucker came to my house one night. And he goes, hey, man, we're going to get a warrant and search your house and all this. But you can make this easier and you're coming with us. I'm like, I don't know how many times I got to tell you. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But now you're starting to get on my nerves. So get the fuck off my balcony. And he got off his balcony. I knew the next day it was going to be heat. I ran downstairs and told my girlfriend the cops are coming. I'm going to San Francisco. She goes, I'm coming with you.
Oh, my God.
I go to San Francisco.
Why would he give you the heads up?
Because he's an idiot. He thought I was going to fucking, he was an idiot. But here's what gets better. I leave for 6 months, and then I leave for a year. And I come back. And I'm driving one day on Boulder, and I didn't know that, you know those school signs that say you have to, with
Slow
the lights
down.
on, 20
Yeah.
miles? I didn't see it. And I got pulled over by a cop, and he gave me a ticket, and I had a warrant for like some ticket. And they took me in, and the guy found weed on my sock. And it was great. We had a conversation. I'm walking out. I saw the other cop. And he looked at me again. And he didn't say nothing, right? So fucking maybe, I don't know, 6 months later, I get in trouble for kidnapping that dude, and he's the head detective now. He got promoted to detective, but he never remembered. That idiot never fucking remembered. I was sitting in court with him going, when is this guy going to turn around and go, this is the guy that was wanted for credit cards in 1985, but he never. And every time I'd see him, he'd go, you look familiar.
No, I don't. You're like his great white whale. Like
He fucking hated me because there was 2 cops that I turned myself into. One of them I got along with. And then in time, I got along with the other guy. The other guy hated me so much, he even showed up at my disposition for my divorce
For your wife or ex-wife?
for my wife with her when she came with her husband. She showed up over there to say I was a creep and shit, and I just laid into him. I'm like, Your Honor, this guy couldn't arrest me if he wanted to. You know, like, I don't know, because even the judge asked him, what are you doing here? And then the judge was my sentencing judge. He was now in civil court. So when he came in, and then my wife started talking shit, the judge is like, whoa. 3 years ago, you were in here singing his praises.
Right.
That he sang your songs at dinner and shit. Now you're coming in here saying he's an animal. It ain't going to work. And you, Mr. Police Officer, you can take your fucking rhetoric out of here. And he fucking was furious. So when we left in the court hall, in the courtroom, I started saying shit to my wife. That's when I finally beat her. That the judge said to you, I'll give you, every time she doesn't give you the kid, she gets $1,000 contempt of court. And she started crying. So when I walked out of there, I started going off on her. How's it feel now, motherfucker? Doesn't feel too good, you fucking bitch. And the boyfriend kept turning around. I'm going, tell him how I used to put carrots in your ass and how you liked it. Dog, it was prime North Bergen. You don't want to piss us off at all because our mouth goes somewhere you've never seen it. She was crying. I'm like, tell him how I fucked you in the ass with carrots. And even the cop turned around. He's like, don't talk to her that way. Fuck you too. You got no jurisdiction here. Shut the fuck up. You're in a parking lot, motherfucker. And I kept yelling at her, how those carrots? It got to the point where he walked away from her. I was saying so much shit that her husband was walking away from her like, I don't know about these carrots.
You know, every time they see a carrot now, they think,
and then as we were getting close to the car, I go, she don't like big carrots. She likes the medium ones, John. And cut the tip off so you could put them in her ass easier. He was hot. She was crying, and she was like, press charges. And the cop's like, there's nothing I could do. And I'm like, that's right. How you like me now, motherfuckers? I got Bellapani. What was that judge's name? Bellapani. Judge Bellapani. There you go.
God bless him.
God fuck, he's dead and buried now. But that motherfucker, that's my boy, Judge Bellapani.
Do you think, because I was thinking about when you were talking about like being stuck somewhere, like the fact that you could have been stuck as a criminal, but like do you think the fact that like you went through like failure and hardship, like you're able to bounce back more than like someone who maybe had it, like things were going well, but then the first time they hit failure, it's too much for them and they stop? Like, do you think because you went through all that shit, like you were more used to it or like you were able to deal with it better?
With the failure?
Yeah.
When I got into comedy, I knew one thing, and this is when I'd done so many things at my age, and I was a loser at all, except stealing. And I could sell a little bit. I could sell cards, maybe I could sell on the phone. That's all I had going for myself. But I remembered making myself a promise when I got into stand-up comedy. I don't know if it was a promise or something, that if I was going to do this, I was going to do it the right way. I wasn't going to rush. I made that perfectly clear, that I had nothing but time, that I was a loser, I had no money, I had no car, I had no family, I had no apartment, I had no real estate, I had no bank account, I had a pager and whatever was in my pocket. But I said to myself, when I do this, I'm going to do this the right way. You know how many times I pulled up to the Comedy Store and there was 10 cases of Jack Daniels with the liquor store would just drop off? And you know how much those cases are?
A lot.
Never robbed them. That's something that I would have done if I didn't make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
That if I was going to do this correctly, I couldn't start doing comedy and for them saying, last time Joey was here, there was $200 missing. Last time Joey was here, the jewelry got robbed. Last time Joey was here, the cash register got robbed. I couldn't start that again. That was already my MO for years. I wasn't going to let that roll into comedy. If I wasn't good at comedy, that was one thing. Then I'm not good at comedy. Then I'm not good at comedy. But I wasn't going to let something that I found out years later, and the expression was, I'm not going to let my character, my shit character, ruin my destiny. So even though I'm a fucking degenerate junkie, I'm not going to let it get in the way of that. I'm going to shoot my whatever the fuck I shoot when I have nothing to do with that. And I'm lying to you there because at times the coke did cross my comedy career, but not to the amount you would have thought it. Like I would have thought the only time ever that it really got in my career was right before I quit. A year before I quit, the Improvs gave me a shot one night. I got into an argument with the guy that runs the Improvs. And the Improv, he goes, "You want a shot, motherfucker? We'll give you a shot." So they gave me 2 headline nights in Ontario.
Wow.
Now Ontario's an hour 10 from where we lived in Hollywood. They gave me those 2 dates with the fucking thing that I was not going to have a problem and that I was going to do radio in the morning. Well, I drove all the way to fucking whatever the fuck.
Ontario.
I check into the hotel, but they never give you a room. They even gave me a fucking room. They're like, "We don't want no problems. Just do the radio." Okay. I'm in my room. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, I got to get some powder in me. I drove right back to Hollywood.
Oh, no.
I drove an hour 10 to Hollywood, an hour 10 back. That put me back at 1 in the morning. And I got an 8 ball. I started doing coke till 6 in the morning. And fucking, I missed radio. And I sold like 20 tickets that night. And then they didn't want me to do radio Thursday. They were like, "Fuck it. You already blew the weekend."
Wow.
So I was in the shit list, man. And that's the shit I was doing at the end. But it wasn't like I was canceling shows because I was coked up. None of that stuff.
Did it take you a while to get back in with the Improvs?
Yeah. It took me a couple of years after that. That had to be 2006. And I probably didn't work an improv till like 2010.
Damn. And that's like the big, for everyone, that's like that's like McDonald's or whatever. And
But at the time, there's 4 clubs that, that's 8 weeks. That's 8 weeks of work.
Just in California.
Just in California. Never mind Houston, all the other shit. But yeah, it took them like 3 or 4 years for me to get back in their graces.
But the old you would have had the crime, the coke, all of it mixed together.
All
at
of
least
it.
you
all
like
of it. You never knew what's going to happen when he has a gig. I get into a fist fight, somebody get hit, a case of booze gets robbed. It was one of those things. And you know how old that gets with people? That's cute for a little while. For a little while, you're like, fucking Joey's a nut. Fucking guy robbed a case of beer, did this. Eric Roach had called me before.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me a story. He goes, "I don't know if you remember this. Remember the time in Oxnard you worked all weekend? And the guy told you on Saturday night he was mailing you a check?" I didn't remember that story. And I told the guy, "You're not mailing it. You're going to give it to me tonight." And the guy's like, "I don't care. I did my job. Go do yours. Figure it the fuck out." I got pissed. I was like, "You better have my money." So I don't know what you got to do. Go in that other room and call whoever you got to call. I'm not leaving here till I have my money. And I called my agent. I'm like, "I'm not leaving here." And they're like, "Joey, they don't do it that way." I'm telling you how I fucking do it. I don't give a fuck how they do it. This is not unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I do a job for you, $13,000, and really, this is unacceptable.
But back in, how would have old Joe, like, would you have taken it in the coke crime days? Like, would you have just dealt with it?
I would have thrown him through a fucking wall.
That's
Like
also an option.
Like, how do you think I became friends with Gabriel and those guys? You heard what Gabriel and those guys said about me when I taped it. I almost drew that manager through a wall on St. Patty's Day. No, Valentine's Day, because he called me because I got $500 for you. And I went up there with my wife to eat. She was my girlfriend at the time, so I could take her out. And this motherfucker goes, "I got a check for you." I go, "No, you don't." It was like fucking when Chaz told him, "Now you can't leave." "No, you don't have a check for me. You have cash for me." And the guy's like, "I don't know what to tell you. I know what I'm going to tell you. Go get that fucking cash. Because I got coke on my mind." Okay? And I'm not leaving here without my fucking cash, or you're going to pay for the coke. And people will look at me and go, "What the fuck, Joe?" Yeah. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't. And I used to, and I loved the one person's reaction to my life. And that was Rogan. Because I would say shit in front of Rogan, and Rogan would just shake his head. Motherfucker. I would go off in front of him.
To who?
To the managers, anybody.
When you were opening for him?
Oh, yeah, and Ari would have to pay me. I want my money tonight.
Ari didn't pay you.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
The other opener paid you? And he was just as poor as you were.
No, he had tons of money.
Was there
he was
commercials
booking
then?
commercials and shit.
Oh, okay.
Kia commercials and shit. I'm like, somebody got to pay me. That's $750. It's a Saturday night. $750 is little to you. It's a lot to me.
Yeah.
And I need this money tonight. So.
And now I would love to see them try to pay you with like Venmo or all that stuff. Like I constantly get paid. You know what was one of my favorites? A couple weeks ago, they did a bucket they were passing around. The guy came and gave me 5 singles. I was like, why even? Why even? I don't want this now. Like, but he folded it up 5 singles.
Speaking of a bucket, I did one of those shows once.
I've done a couple of them.
And I wasn't going to take the cut. I just put my hand in the bucket. And took it. The guy goes, "You left without getting paid." I know. I'll catch you next time. He didn't know I'd taken $250 out of the bucket. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to wait for your bucket.
Oh, that's the I hate that. The bucket. I did one in San Francisco that like they make you wait at the end of the show and like it's like you're paying. It's like you're the Santa at Christmas.
I'm not doing that.
Oh,
There was a guy in San Diego, that idiot that's on the. He thinks he's a big producer now. He used to run a show in San Diego. This is how crazy people get. He used to run a show in San Diego where old people get busted in, and they would all live on donations and shit. And he would always bother me. How do I get into the comedy store? And then something happened. He got on a show about selling houses, and he thought he was fucking, And one day he called me. He's like, "I really want you to be my show. Can you come to an audition?" And I'm like, "Sean, are you fucking retarded? Either you give me that or you don't."
an audition for a comedy show?
Like a fucking real estate show.
Oh,
one of those shows
Jesus.
where they flip houses.
I would love to see you flipping a house.
No, I'm not flipping a house. I'll steal the house. I'll rob the house. I ain't flipping no fucking house.
Oh, you could do a show about like squatters. You could go like set someone up for squatting
Listen,
at that.
I don't know anything about that. If I do a show, it's about getting my dick sucked or rolling joints. That's the only show I'm doing. I'm cutting lines or how to make free base. I don't want to do nothing no more, okay? Nothing.
How to make free base.
People don't even call me no more. I got auditions. I don't even get callbacks. And guess what? I don't even give a fuck. It's who I am now. I'm sick. What do I expect? The only thing I can depend on right now is us going and doing stand-up comedy. I love it again. I fucking love it.
That's awesome.
I love getting a bit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Once you get a bit and you can build on that bit and take your time, stand-up becomes a fucking paradise. I got a ton of shit lined up for next year, even fucking Netflix.
Nice, dude. And how long did it take? Because at the beginning, I don't think you ever hated it, but you didn't love it, I don't think.
After the pandemic, it was tough to love anything. You know? I was burnt out, Lee. I was fucking burnt out, man. And I didn't know it. Sometimes you don't even know what level you are. And I'm burnt out today still about some shit. Like, you just burnt out. I can't take chit-chatting. Like my agent called me, all right, Netflix, all right. So what do you want to do about a second show? Let's just book the first show. But they're going, just get the first fucking show. End the story. I don't want to hear it. I don't have time for this shit. I'm going to die any day. I'm 62. I don't have time to go back and forth. Just fucking get the date, get the fucking deal, and then we'll worry about the second show. We're going to hold them off like there ain't no second show. And then it sells, then we pop the second show. So we take them off their fucking thing. But in our world, there's no second show.
Right.
You follow me? It's a fucking process. It's a fucking mental game for them. If we drop our pants right off the bat, then we got nothing. Why drop your pants? Play with them a little bit. You got one show.
Right.
We'll take it from there. Get the numbers right on that one show, and then there's a second show. But if the numbers ain't right, what are we talking about here? It's like when people call you up. So what are we going to do in December when we go to Florida? I don't know. I don't really fucking know. I'll tell you December 10th when we leave. I'll tell you. But for us to sit here for an hour and discuss, what if you break your leg? Now we're not going to Florida. Now we just wasted 2 hours on what we were going to do. Who gives a fuck? Go get your dick sucked. That's all you need to go. Go do it on stage. That's the 2 hours you had talking to me about nothing.
Right.
Nothing. So when people call you like, yeah, so what are we going to do? I don't know. It's a week away. And right now, tomorrow is all we got. I don't know nothing about Thursday, nor do I want to know about anything.
Most people can't live their life like that. That is one of the nice parts about doing your own thing and doing.
Keep it simple.
It's easier said than done. Though.
Keep it simple.
How do you keep things simple?
By taking the noise out that doesn't matter. And sometimes you have to do this. You ready, people at home? And it's a shitty way to think, but it works for the Jews.
Can't wait where this is.
And it's like, and this is exactly.
No bacon.
And you have to think this in your head all the time. This is what goes in your head all the time. All the fucking time. All the time. All the time. Ready? How is this putting money in my pocket? How is this conversation putting money in my pocket? How am I profiting from this? How is this making me better? That's the thing that's going on. When somebody's telling me about something I don't need to hear, that's what's in my head. How is this making you better? How is this going to work out for you? How? This conversation you're having, where is it going?
Nowhere.
It's like that guy that calls you every week. Okay, I got it together now, man. I'm not, after the third week, you're like, I don't want to hear it. You couldn't get it together if I gave it to you. You couldn't get it together if I gave it to you. You know, and that's the state of mind. How am I making fucking dough right now? How is this going to my fucking, how is this building on me? I'm at an age where I need a house. I need a car. I need clothes. What you're telling me doesn't do any of that shit. Doesn't do any of that shit. Nothing. And once you level it to that extreme, and it's a horrible way to live, but it'll get you to where you need to go quicker than your fucking stupid system. Because and I'm not talking about you or anybody here. I'm talking about your stupid system doesn't work. You want it to work? This is the drive. When you wake up in the morning, how does this affect what my mission is?
Right. It's like, what would Jesus do? But
yeah. How does this affect my mission today? It doesn't. And talking about it doesn't. Doesn't. The only thing that talks about is how I'm going to make it happen today. When you wake, listen, there was a time, and how I know this, when you're addicted to drugs, when you're addicted, George, when you had your little problem there for years, when you woke up in those mornings, what did you think about? Exactly. Did you think about pussy? Did you think about your mother or your grandmother? Did you think about how you're going to eat? And that's the school I came from, the addicted mind. So when you're addicted, why do we act like that? We're addicted to success. But we don't think like that. We don't think like that. We don't wake up in the morning, put our feet down and go, God, thank you for giving me a day. Who do I got to stab in the fucking eyeball to get to where I need to be in my life today? And that's a little, that's a little
over-exaggerated.
Over-exaggerated. What do I need to do today? Not tomorrow, not in a month. Today. That's going to profit me mentally, physically, spiritually. I don't care about Bad Bunny. I really don't care about the Epstein list. Right. People got mad at me when I talked about vacations. Another thing, that everybody thinks they deserve a vacation. No, you don't deserve ugats. You deserve nothing in this life. We earn everything. You don't deserve dick. I don't want to hear about, I'm stressed out. You want to know stress? Stress are those fucking, don't even get me started. You know what I'm about to say. That's stress. What we make in our lives for stress and the excuses we give ourselves are bullshit.
But that word deserve is like, yeah, because no one deserves anything.
Nothing. The bluebird of happiness is not going to knock on your door and give you what you want. Very seldom does that. I was watching a show, that stupid show with the guy from Mad Men. He's got a really good show on Apple.
Oh, when he's a thief?
When he's a thief. And there's a breakdown in that. The woman breaks her life down in that. And it's very interesting to a woman's perspective. Mm-hmm. She goes, I had to let that guy lay on top of me every night for 10 years and do what he wanted with me. I deserved something when he died, like her perspective of shit.
Right.
But it's just so weird how I see more people losing it on a daily basis. Like you cannot, and it's like Josh Wolf was here a couple months ago, and we talked about that time in Hollywood. That time was very special in my life because nobody had anything. including Ralphie May. Nobody had anything. It was 6 or 7 guys trying to make it, and nobody had the answer. But it was one of the most interesting times because we made it. But our whole life at that time, there was no, Ralphie May didn't talk to me about sports or girls or Epstein's list. All we talked about was stand-up in those days. It was like a mini fucking camp because everybody I dealt with was in that world. I didn't deal unless my coke dealer or something. Everybody I dealt with was in that comedy world.
Right.
So it helped you. You were surrounded with it. You know, Nick and I were talking about a friend of ours, a girl. It's not that she's a loser or that she's an idiot or that she's a fucking dickhead. It's that she's had shit people around her all her life. And she doesn't even know what's real anymore. She doesn't even know what a good relationship is, what a good man is anymore, nothing. Because she surrounded herself with shit from time to time to time to time. This guy cheated on her with a hooker. The guy before was 10 years younger than her and got her pregnant, a Muslim. You know, it's like you're not helping your life.
What is the thing you bring it up a lot? What did Einstein say, or like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over?
Yeah. When I snorted coke every day thinking I was going to get a different perspective, it's insanity. You know, I get up every morning, I smoke pot. I don't think it's that insanity because I don't get the same result every day, you know. I do. I get the result to get the fuck out of the house. That's my result from smoking pot at 7 in the morning. That it gets me out of the house by 8:30.
Well, let's play devil's advocate. Do you think, and I know, do you think your life you'd be any more productive? Anything would be more positive if you cut weed out?
Yes and no.
What would be better?
I don't think I'd be productive
Okay.
because it keeps my powder dry. I'm at a level right now, I'm not smoking pot because it's getting me high. I'm smoking pot, I'm using it like a fucking pacifier. Okay? Like when kids use a pacifier.
Right.
That's all I do with drugs. That's all I've ever done with drugs. Is there a pacifier? For me, weed is the last thing left from my past. It's the last thing left from my past.
But you're unique because there are some people who, if they had the same past, doing a little bit of weed could like send them all the way back. Like, have you ever thought like, you know, smoking weed might send you back to doing coke, or it's just not how you act?
No, that's pussy shit. That's pussy shit. That's excuses. Well, if I drink, I'll relapse. Then don't drink.
Right.
Then don't drink. I think for me, listen, I get pot that's 45%, and I barely get high. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
It's crazy.
You think I eat 500 milligrams? You see look what you look like on 5, and look what I look like on 5. It's not working.
That's
Somewhere
wild.
along the other night, I took 3 of those things.
Oh,
1,500, and I ate 2 fucking taffies. Okay, and all I got was munchies at night, but not even munchies where it was like I ate. Like my wife made Toll House cookies, and I ate 3 of them. You know, it doesn't. But for me quitting, look, I can't breathe, and I won't quit smoking in the morning because it's the last thing I have of my past. It's the last thing I have as a reminder of what my life was. That's the last little piece. It's just me going to a weed store and smoking dope. Now, if I said I was going to Colombia and coming back with a kilo of coke because it was the last, I'm bullshitting you.
right.
I'm trying to turn. But this weed thing for me right now, after lunchtime when I smoke, nothing really happens. It gets high for 10 minutes. And then if I took a break,
Right.
I've already taken breaks. Nothing really happens.
But do you think you've also not come to terms with, but like you're okay with, okay, I'm okay with whatever, like if it hurts my breathing, I'll accept that. Because someone could say, well, you know, if you're having trouble breathing, quit weed. And
But I had breathing problems without the weed. I quit the fuck. When I went from the hospital, I didn't smoke weed for a month and I still had problems. So I'm like, what are we doing here?
Right.
What the fuck is this? This is something different. This is anxiety-based. There's a valve in my heart. There's something that's not. I have a cyst in my heart that you have to watch every year. Like I've been watching it. They're supposed to watch it.
Okay.
And if it grows or whatever, I have a cyst in my heart. It could be anything that controls oxygen, stress. I know I got to pee. So I'm taking my dog. Did I tell you guys I took my dick out in the mall the other day and just started peeing?
No, you didn't.
Dog,
What do you mean in the mall?
listen to me. I was
Juice.
walking through the mall, and I had to pee. And I saw a sign for restrooms. So I followed that. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then when I get to the end of the hall, it's upstairs. And I had to fucking go up the escalator. When I made the side on the downstairs, on the first floor of this mall, I'm not going to say the mall, because then people are going to arrest me. On the downstairs, it's just hard, tile, shiny tile. But upstairs, there's carpeting. So there's people walking back and forth, and I just went over to the fucking thing where you look down at the people. Dog, right there, I just took my dick out because it was going to explode. I'd already peed my pants a little bit. I just took my dick out, and I could see it hitting the carpet. I'm looking around. Like
Isn't there
nothing.
glass on those things?
There's glass, but I didn't give a fuck. I had to pee. Enough with the walking. I just walked a mile 20 minutes after I saw a sign to pee. I'm about to bust, okay? I'm 62. My fucking thing is the size of a woman's fucking ear now. I gotta pee. And it turned, like I used to tell you, like when I jerk off, I hold the top until I get to the bathroom because I'm uncircumcised and it blows up like one of those snakes.
Right.
I hold the fucking thing and it blows up. That's how my dick was. I was holding it under the pants and I could feel the top exploding. I just took my dick out and it just hit the glass. And then it just started dripping. And I stood there, dog, and I'm like, these cameras are going to catch me. And I let the top go out, like, just to relieve me. And I put my pants back in. I looked down. I had a stain this big on my pants. I had to go out to the car and spray Febreze on my fucking pants. It smelled like old man piss. But I pissed right at the mall and then kept walking like nothing happened. And I was like, bro, they're going to call me like in a day. They're going to come to my house and go, Mr. Diaz, we need to talk to you. I haven't said nothing. Then I went to the same mall the next day. And I'm like,
Did you go up to see if it smelled up there?
nah, I didn't even go to
Can
that
you
side of the
imagine
mall.
what the rug smells
And then when
like?
my wife went to the mall with my daughter because I told her where to go get the Mercy's jacket. That's when she came back, I go, the second floor? She goes, yeah, it was. I go, did you ever find the bathroom? She goes, no, they put it. I go, that's why I took my dick out. She goes, no, you didn't. So I just took my dick out. When I took it out, the top of the snake, it just went bah, and it hit the glass, and it was dripping down the glass. It was yellow. I don't get, dog, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. And I got that bottle in the car from my surgery, and every time I pee in it, I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
What do you mean every time you pee in it? How often are you peeing in the car?
Dog, there's times I got to pee twice on the ride down. Sometimes I just go behind the car, but I'm the best at peeing undercover. Like, nobody could even see me. I'll take the phone out. I'll look up at the ceilings.
Yeah, but you're gonna get caught. You got to stop that.
I know, but I just don't. I don't do it close to a school because then they'll get me as a sexual predator. So I don't piss close to schools or 20 yards or nothing. I piss in malls. First of all, I open up both doors on my car. Okay, so
That I think should be allowed.
this
If you open
block,
up
this
both
one,
doors,
and then I make believe I'm fixing the sunroof, and I'll pee. But sometimes I'll get on the thing where you step onto the car. I go, God damn it! So now there's like a little puddle there, pee in the thing.
Oh my god, I do that on the highway. I love doing that.
It's fucking terrible, man, how much I have to pee. And it gives me anxiety. Like the more I'm walking, I can't breathe. You guys see when I walk up these steps and get to the top, I gotta pee. There's times I'll just take my dick out and make believe I'm reading something, like on the car, like that's it. I gotta pee.
Have you ever thought about getting like the bags attached to you? It's better than taking your dick out at the mall.
I don't give a fuck at this point. I need some publicity before next August. I need to get some publicity before I go to Oceans next.
That should be the name of your tour, like the peeing in public
Oh
tour.
my God.
Holy shit,
I
dude.
told my wife to take the water pills out. Like, that's what it is. I have enough going through me. They give me these water pills in the morning. Oh my God. And if I go eat breakfast out, like if Mercy and Terry have to do something and I eat breakfast out, then I don't eat the pills till I get back home about 11. Oh, and that's not good. I got to box. I pee at boxing back and forth. I got to take my gloves off. So by the time, then you got to touch your dick with glovey fucking hands, and they're mildewy. So I got to wash my hands first. And the whole time, I don't touch my dick with dirty hands.
What happened?
Never. I always wash my hands first.
Before you
And
go.
if my hands are dirty, I got a towel in the car, like a dirty evil car. It's in the back seat, and I touch my dick with the towel so my hands aren't dirty and I don't get a disease on my dick. I don't want my dick to have COVID And then I got to fucking shoot it on its own. It's got a little mask on. You know what I'm saying?
You could kind of make the egg roll, like the thing, into a mask if you wanted.
Man.
Dude, no one prepares like you. You have a hand towel for when you pee in your car?
I had no choice. If I'm with somebody, I don't want to have pee on my hand. I got fucking cleaner in my car, that antiseptic for your hand.
Oh, yeah.
I got the Febreze. Sometimes I put on brand new pants. They're brand new. It's like 10 in the morning and I pee all over them. I'm like, God fucking damn it. Now I got to go home and wear another fucking pair of pants for Bocce or whatever the fuck. Because I hate having pee fucking pants.
Has it ever happened on stage where you had to pee like that?
Oh, like a motherfucker.
Really?
And I hold it in. From now on, I'll call it timeout though. I'll pee right on the side of that stage. I don't give a fuck who's there if I got to pee. That's just the way it is. Let the cat clean it up.
Oh, my God. Let the cat clean it up.
You pee too all the time? Go pee. What the fuck is wrong with you? Go pee. Bro, I sympathize now. People used to go, I got to pee, hold it. Not no more. That shit is fucking brutal, man. It's really brutal. I got to go to a urologist to do something, but my prostate is good.
Yeah, the fact that it's coming out that fast, like I've started to see like a decline in the pee strength, a little bit.
What are you gonna fucking do? You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea.
It's been a good couple of weeks though. I feel good. I mean, I'm a little scared about my breathing, so I have an appointment next week. But I think I'm just gonna drive myself to the hospital one day this week and start the process all over again because this is gonna get bad. Somewhere it's gonna get bad. I had it here during the football games. There was one football game. I was sitting here I could not breathe. And I'm
That's
like,
not
this
good.
is not good. And I got to walk up those stairs at night.
Do the inhalers help at all or not really?
Again, they're a fucking pacifier. That's the name of my new book, The Pacifier, because that's all this is. We're just pacifying our ways for fucking years. That's all I'm doing right now.
Yeah, you've been saying it for a little bit that your breathing's been off. That sucks, dude.
It's been off since like mid-August again. It was doing great for like 4 or 5 months. Great. I was rolling 2 or 3 times at jiu-jitsu. Now I can't do shit. I haven't even been to jiu-jitsu. I'll do a private with Sean, but I can't go to class because I don't want to tell people that you got to stop.
Do you have that problem doing stand-up breathing? Because breathing during stand-up is a huge. If I couldn't breathe,
no, it's weird. When I
You're-
do stand-up, I've been so programmed to breathe, and you just understand breathing more when you're doing stand-up. It's unconscious for me. Like if I'm around here, I have to worry about breathing. I have to think about it. When I hit the bag, I have to hit with intention and breathing. When I do stand-up, I don't even think about it. It's just your heart, just whatever. It's just
yeah.
second nature. What do you got for shows this week? Anything good?
This week, I'm with you on Wednesday at the dojo, and then Friday and Saturday, I'm at Roar in Springfield, Massachusetts, and Sunday, I'm at Laugh Boston.
Look at you.
Oh, yeah. And then stuff in New York coming up, but that's this week.
This week, yeah. Wednesday, we got dojo. The following Thursday, we got the bucket show at the dojo. And then I think I take a week off for Halloween. We don't know what we're going to do yet. Then the following week, I'm in MGM Grand, but that Wednesday, I'm at the Stress Factory as a warm-up show. So I'm doing that just to keep warming up in front of audiences. November 5th is the Stress Factory. November 8th is D.C. So if you're not doing anything and you're in the D.C. area, swing by. Tickets are available and they're cheap. If you're not doing anything in Jersey, November 5th, come on out. There's no school that week.
No?
No. That's why I'm going to D.C. that week, because fucking the 8th is, wow. The 8th is my mother's 46th year of being dead.
That's
So-
like the day she passed?
Yeah, the November 8th. And that's the week that you don't have school.
Right.
It just falls on a Saturday this year. It's also election week that year, right? So it's election the 4th, and so we got nothing.
You'll be peeing all over Washington, D.C.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't.
peeing at the
fucking
Washington
wait.
Memorial.
I can't fucking. Like I said, the casino is only 20 minutes from the D.C. So my daughter and my wife are going. The lady who's in charge of that fucking place used to work with my wife. And
Oh, cool.
My wife called her the other day to see if she could get a room, and she goes, "You come on Wednesday. I want to see you anyway. Come Wednesday. I'll put you in a suite, the whole fucking deal." But she said that when the guy told her, these are the offers we got for this year, she goes, there was like 6 comics I wasn't going to bring. She goes, when I saw your name, I brought you in here. I don't even give a fuck if you sell a ticket. I just brought you here to bring your wife.
Oh, perfect.
It was perfect. So
So they'll come down? They're coming down?
they're going down on Wednesday because they want to. I'll be alone
Right.
on Wednesday. Thank God for 2 days. But they want to go down just to DC shit.
It's, and I say it all the time. It's so crazy to me. Like, Mercy looks at my Instagram stories now, and then she's like stealing your phone and going on Instagram. She's at the bar posting it.
That was, guys, I got a call from my wife about 10:15 Friday night. She goes, Joey, the girls are outside playing softball in the dark under the lights. They don't want to come in. I go, why do they have to come in? She goes, well, it's 10:30 at night. Who gives a fuck? They got no school tomorrow. Let them play.
Right.
Let them play. When I pulled up, all those girls were under the lights because it was dark in my neighborhood. They're playing catch under the light and stimulating, fucking stealing third or whatever.
That's
And I
cool.
pull up and I go, ladies, what the hell are you guys doing? And they're like, we're practicing, Mr. Diaz. I go, get in the house. I'm taking you out for a cocktail. Dog, those girls ran in that house. Ran in that house. I said, you got 10 minutes. I thought they were going to wash up. They came down looking like, what's that show with the 4 hookers in the city?
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City. All of them had mascara on and tight pants and shirts, and their hair was up.
They
I'm
were
like,
ready.
ladies, where are you guys going? And the one little Jew girl was like, we're going to Osteria. Blah, 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 blah. And I get there, and like it was Friday, and it's after fucking 9. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to go in there and put them at the bar. Let me go put them at a table, and then somebody will ask, and I'll bring them over. My little Jew girl looked at me. She goes, I ain't sitting at no table. Not the Russian Jew, the Jew girl. She goes, I ain't sitting at no table, Uncle Joey. I'm going to the bar to have a drink. I go, and also my daughter got up, and the Mexican was pouring water for them, and they just got up, dog, and walked up. The Mexican's like, where you guys going? They went to the bar. I ordered them cakes. They have the best chocolate cake there. They have the best chocolate decadence with like ice cream and fruit.
Nice.
Oh my God, and homemade whipped cream. I got 4 of them.
Ooh, cakes like in
I
Shirley
got them.
Temple.
And I got them all sodas with cherries in them.
Yeah.
And then I stepped away and I left them alone. And I watched them for 20 minutes. And it was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. You'd think they were like Madame Fifi. They were taking the cherries and popping them in their mouths and eating the chocolate. And then I got them in the car. And it was like fucking, I wanted to crash the car. Because they were all talking about different things all at the same time. It's like cocaine. You see it. You fucking see it with kids. When you give them sugar, they go off the fucking deep end. And I took them home, and when we got home, they're like, we had such a good time, Mr. Diaz. We're going again tomorrow night. And I'm like, okay. And then at the bar, her phone died. That's why. Because she goes, leave your dad, leave your phone. I have to call Mom real quick and ask her a question. Because Mom said to bring her a dessert. I didn't know what dessert.
Right.
That's what she was doing. What is it called? Underrated?
Underage at the bar.
Part 3, yes.
Just posting stories. Yeah, she's funny on Instagram. She put up a story the other day. She's like, "Who wants to DoorDash me food?"
Oh, yeah, she was at school. She was at rehearsal at playing the bass, and she didn't bring fucking food. So I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I see the story, and I go, you dumb bitch. I told you to bring fucking a sandwich. I told you to bring something. Now, when I picked her up that day, she's like, I'm starving, Dad. We gotta go.
I love it. And it's only gonna get crazier.
It's only gonna get crazier.
Once she starts driving.
Oh, I've been bothering lately to drive.
Really? And she doesn't want to do it?
You gotta learn now. Who wants to learn when they're fucking 17? I'm gonna teach her in that truck.
Oh. And you're gonna just turn her into the Uber driver.
Yeah, so when she gets a smaller car, she'll know.
Oh.
I could put her in that truck. That truck will have 200,000 miles by the time she's fucking. I'll save that truck. I bought that truck.
Right.
So I'll just give it to her. Let her bang people with that fucking truck. Let her cut off a motherfucker with that truck. You're not going to teach her in a Honda. Teach her in that truck, and she sees a bigger vehicle and then a smaller vehicle.
Yeah.
She'll react a lot better. But that's it, man. It's just another fucking fun week. This is my time of the year. Fucking 2 more weeks after Halloween. It goes fast. And again, I'm not going to remind you motherfuckers, we're probably down to 10 Mondays before Halloween. That's it.
Before Halloween, less.
Before Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Before
Probably
Christmas.
got 10 Mondays to Christmas, so you motherfuckers better get it together. It's going to be a hard year. People, 10 Mondays. People are already holding on to shit. I mean, think about it. They don't even talk about Halloween. Nobody's even talked about Halloween.
The candy's already out.
Yeah, but who's eating
Goddamn
them?
mother. I am.
Oh, I know.
I love that fucking. Dude, they put it out in fucking July. That's the biggest scam.
CVS, a diabetic factory. CVS. Yeah. You love all that shit.
I
That shit's
do.
so bad now. When we were kids, Oreos were okay. Now, God knows what's on them. They don't even get soft in milk. They're like something's in there. But anyway, who gives a fuck about Oreos? I love you, motherfucker.
Love you, buddy.
You have a good week. And I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of our lives again. And that's it. Tip top Magoo, motherfuckers. See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. What's happening, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here. I want to talk to you about something. Listen, I don't know if you know it. Your gut has a massive impact on how you feel each and every day. Look at the size of my gut. I know about these things. Bioma keeps things in tip-top shape so you can feel your best no matter what life throws your way. Bioma's blend of prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics help restore healthy microbiomes. You're going to want to give Bioma a try and get things sorted down there. Listen, I love it. I take 2 of these every day, and my stomach feels tip-top Magoo. My blood tests are even coming back better. So if your gut is full of the wrong bacteria, get Bioma and get it together. It's not just about being smooth and regular digestion. Your gut can mess with hormone levels, energy, weight management, and even lifespan. So what I'm going to do is this. Take 15% off your Bioma order. To get started, just click the link in our show notes and press in code Joey, Joey. That's code Joey, Joey at Bioma.com. That's code Joey, 15% off when you click the link in our show notes. Thank you. You ever wake up in the morning and you're feeling a little ho-hum? Well, it's time to put some magic back in your breakfast with Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon makes high-protein, zero-sugar cereal and treats that you'll remember from your childhood. It's great if you're carb-conscious, and it comes in nostalgic flavors like fruity, cocoa, and frosted. Me, I like the cocoa and the fruity. I love them. Every serving of their cereal has 13 grams of protein. Do you hear what I'm saying? 13 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and only 4 grams of net carbs. No time for a bowl. Magic Spoon makes crunchy cereal treats that are delicious. They're packed with 12 grams of protein for an on-the-go option. Great in the morning and around workouts or as a midnight snack, how I have them. Get $5 off your next order at magicspoon.com/church. Or look for Magic Spoon on Amazon or in your nearest grocery store. That's magicspoon.com/church for $5 off. And enjoy it, Jack, because it's good.